The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
In 1999, Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas were set to square off in a heavyweight title boxing match. The betting odds were 42-1 in Mike Tyson's favor. No one, and I mean no one, picked Buster Douglas to win. Everyone feared Mike Tyson, but all it took was the right shot, and Buster Douglas won on the biggest upset in the sport of boxing. In 2007, Bill Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady had led the New England Patriots to the Super Bowl as they were on the brink of the perfect season. They were a 12-point favorite over the New York Giants. Again, sports fans had their money on the Patriots until the nobody New York Giants pulled off the greatest upset on the biggest stage in NFL history. The year was 1980. America was in a recession. Morale was low. The United States Olympic hockey team hadn't been competitive for decades. A guy named Herb Brooks put together a group of nobody hockey players, mostly kids just out of college. The Cold War rival Soviet Unions, however, had been dominant for decades. No one could even play with the Soviets. In 2004, Walt Disney produced a movie about the biggest upset in American sports history when Herb Brooks and his college graduate hockey players took down the Goliath of the Soviet Union, and they won the Olympic gold medal in 1980. One of the most memorable moments of the whole story was when ABC sports commentator said, Al Michaels, "Do you believe in miracles?" is actually the title of the movie that Disney would go on to produce. Everybody loves an underdog. So last week, while the Oologah Mustangs had an impressive win on the road at Cleveland, there was some interesting drama unfolding in our district. Grove, atop of the district, undefeated. They were hosting the Bulldogs of Wagner. Grove had missed an extra point. The game was tied at 20 with the clock expiring. Grove made a decision. They had the ball. The quarterback runs backwards to the back of the end zone, which resulted in a safety, giving Wagner 2-point lead and the win. Here's why. There was a three-way tie at the top of our district, which is District 4A3. Grove first, undefeated. Wagner technically in second, Bristow in third. But remember, there's a three-way tie for first. And when you have a tiebreaker just between two teams, it goes to who won the head-to-head game. All right? But when there's a third team, the equation gets a little bit wonky, and you start looking at season points and total scoring, and it's an interesting formula that I don't want to go into all those details here in this moment. I won't try to explain. Grove's fear was going into overtime and getting beat by a touchdown would mess up their season total points. If they gave up their point advantage to Wagner, so they opted to just let Wagner win by just a point. So Grove would go on to win the district on the tiebreaker formula. If you're Oologah head coach Darren Wagner, your pregame speech is pretty simple. It's senior night, and no one in this district expects you to win tonight. So you go out there, let Mustang magic be real, and let's prove them wrong. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined by my broadcast partner stepping in the scene, Kevin Hogue. Blake Salt is on the sidelines. And gentlemen, we have got a lot to talk about tonight, and I certainly don't want to bemoan Grove and their coaching decisions and choices because there's a lot that unfolds there. That's their business. But what they did last week is they basically said, we don't see Oologah beating Bristow, so it's going to be a three-way tie for the top seat in the district. Should Oologah win tonight, number one, we're in the playoffs no matter what happens. Number two, Wagner now wins the district and would put Grove in the second place seat because that would knock Bristow down to third place, and Wagner won the head-to-head game over Grove. Wrap some duct tape around your head because it's a lot. And that's what's crazy about this time of year with high school football. For a lot of schools, there's still some playoff contention on the line. I can't tell you how many times this week I've been asked, hey, is Oologah in the playoffs? Win tonight, you're in. You lose, you still have a path, but you got to have some help to get there. Basically, Cleveland, who we played last week, is on the road at Catoosa tonight, and if we lose here, we need Cleveland, do you believe in miracles, to knock off Catoosa, and then we would have a path in the playoffs. We'll talk about who we potentially would play, but we would be headed south about 3.5 to 4 hours. It's a long road trip anyway. So, guys, beautiful Friday night football. Chilly weather is in the air tonight, and the Bristow Pirates have come to town.
Yeah, it's football weather for sure. You see heavy jackets already, and it's the way you want it. It's Week 10. You detailed out all of our paths into the playoffs. You talked about Miracle. That's a great movie. And I believe he said great moments are born from great opportunity. And we have a great opportunity tonight to go out and win a game, like you said, that no one thinks we can win. And I know our team does. I know, talking to Coach Wagner and our coaching staff, we believe we can. It's just a matter of now going out and doing it.
Last week, Blake, Grove put their money on Bristow tonight. But I'm telling you, as I talk to the coaches and I talk to the players that I've seen, man, they feel really good. They kind of fired up. It's senior night here.
It is, and I think one of the best times to beat a team is when they're looking right through you and past you. You know, we did it my sophomore year to Wagner. We were the best team in the state that week, you know, when the night ended. And I think this is just one of those opportunities that if we can capitalize on it, that we're going to shock the whole world.
When we come back, we're going to sit down and visit with head coach Darren Wagner, talking to him about how preparation has gone for this week. We've got TJ's Channel 8, TJ Eckert. He's online to chat with us for just a little bit, starting lineup. And we got a lot going on tonight because it's red. You're wearing red. Yeah. We're going to talk more about that.
It's a full-blown circus tonight.
It is because we have mass band.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, we'll actually broadcast this. It's what they call the Glow Show, and so you'll see that. So it is a full slate tonight.
Anything you could want in a game. Glow Show, check. Freedom Riders, check. Helicopter, check.
That's right. Forgot about the helicopter. So if you're a social media user, take a second, copy the link, or hit share, and make sure that aunts and uncles and grandparents and friends and family and Mustang faithful all across the United States have a chance to join us tonight. We're on the air a little bit early because it's senior night, and we're gonna celebrate 29. We're gonna be here for a while. 29 seniors, so make sure you hit that share button. It is the Bristow Pirates have come to town to face the Oologah Mustangs, and we will be back with more of the Advanced Home Tailgate Show right after this. Don't go anywhere.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Hey Mustang family, I'm back with Coach Wagner. It is week 10. Hard to believe that it's already week 10. Last week we took the road trip across Skytook Lake and went and played Cleveland and the boys, and I felt like the coaches did a great job. Run through that game for us.
Yeah, I mean the kids played really well. Defensively, they drove it on us the very first drive, held the ball for a while, and then they pushed the field goal right, and we were able to go down on a long drive and get points. But still, even though how the score ended up with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter, it's only 7-0. We've only had the ball one time. Yeah. So that first half went really well, but we were able to get 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. I thought Joe did a really good job leading us on a 2-minute drive because they got points on the board. It's 21-6, and we go down with 1:51, and we're able to get points on the board, and I thought that was huge, and Joe did a really good job managing the clock. And I thought Coach Rowe had a really good plan defensively. We did a lot of different things in the back end coverage-wise because Cleveland throws it well, and the kids really responded.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. They did go down and drive, kind of a long drive, that first drive of the game. I believe we won the toss and deferred, and they get down, I think, 1st and 10 at the 11, and we stifle them and hold them out, and it's just crazy how momentum works because, that was a huge, obviously, play, hold them without scoring, and we go down and score, and then, like you said, they did score to draw the score much closer of a 2-score game or a 1-score game. But then the offense goes down and some big chunk plays. I thought you did a good job saving your timeouts. And we scored a touchdown. And we kind of did the New England Patriot thing where we scored right before half and then we come out of half with the ball. And I think that was maybe Trimble on a big, like 50-plus yard run.
Yeah, it was a tempo play. We used a lot of tempo calls against Cleveland last week, just one-word calls that come in, and we kind of had that when we scripted what we were going to do at the beginning of the third quarter. There was some stuff we liked, and then Aiden gets loose down the sideline. It's 35-6, and you're feeling a little bit better. But, we've been here before after Catoosa, so nobody was relaxed, believe me, and we wanted to come out and play well in the third quarter, and I think the guys did that.
Sure. So tonight against Bristow, the Pirates, it's been cold and rainy this week. How's practice been?
Yeah, we've had good practices. Tuesday was probably the coldest one because we were wet and cold at the same time.
Yeah.
And we have the flex bone coming at us, so it's really important that we are. I hate to say assignment sound. That's what everybody says against the option, but the bottom line is they are blocking people responsible for who you have on the option. So it's important that our linebackers scrape over the top and defeat a seal block, and they're able to get the quarterback when he pulls it off the dive. They're very good at running inside and outside veer, and we've got to take that away, and then it's going to be rocket toss, speed sweep, and counter off of it. I mean, you know what's coming. They're just really, really good at doing it, and they have good athletes.
They are good at doing it. They've been doing it a while, and for us defensively, it's a challenge because I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head that runs that. I know no one in our district or no one in our preseason schedule does, so it's not something we ever see except for once a year with Bristow. And obviously, most teams, our scout team, they're just not going to be able to replicate that speed that Bristow does it or the effectiveness that they do. It's kind of a Houdini, who has the ball type situation.
Yeah, we spent Monday and Tuesday actually practicing without a ball when we were on Team D. So we were reading our keys, squeezing our gaps, responsible for the downhill threat in it, but we didn't want our kids trying to find the football. We wanted to react to what their read keys are. It's not something that you blitz and stun into a lot because if you're wrong, it could be 6 the other way. So you just have to play really sound base defense against it. And another thing, we can't fall asleep in the back end. They will throw it, so you can't have 7-8 runs in a row and then all of a sudden they throw one over the top of you. So we've got to be really disciplined in that aspect of it.
Sure. So we talked about defensively and the challenges they present. Offensively, what are we going to have to do to move the ball, get some points on the board, and help our defense out?
Well, I think the number one thing is first down. We've talked all week about winning first down. They're really good. Number 70, number 55, number 18. They're a little bit like Wagner on the down three. All three of those guys are really good. They're good in the box with their linebacker crew. And so we're going to have to throw the football on our terms. But if we get ourselves into a 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 7, things like that, we're going to have to throw the football to stay on schedule. They are not the kind of team to be 3rd and 8 against. That's nobody lives well that way, but especially against a really good defense.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll be right back with more after this.
Welcome back, the Advance Home Tailgate Show. On the phone, the man, the myth, the legend. He makes high school sports happen every Friday night. He's the guy, TJ Eckert. Let's see, TJ, what was it, about 7 years ago you would have been playing under the lights? How long ago was it when you were in high school?
Yeah, so my last season at Bixby was 2011, so 10 years ago. It's kind of
10 years ago.
believe.
And you won a state championship there, correct?
I wish. They say we laid the foundation. I don't know if I believe that or not.
Well, man, this has been a fun high school football season. There's been some kind of new names at the table in some of the class conversations that I want to talk about in a little bit. But first, let's talk about your game of the week, which, man, when you open up a sports app and you look at games, this one just glows excitement. I would imagine the stadium's going to be hopping tonight. Number 1, 6A2, Bigsby at Booker T. That's got to be a great game.
It's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, Booker T, especially games at Booker T, they tend to have a nice little intensity to them. I bet the crowd's going to be fired up tonight for that one. These are probably, I don't want to say the 2 top teams because Choctaw still got something to say, and Choctaw beat Booker T. But I would say these are probably your 2 best teams in 6A2. And it's going to be a really exciting game. I know I was visiting with the Hornets earlier this week. They got a ton of respect for what Bixby's done, and obviously Bixby's got a ton of respect for Booker T as well. It's just such an electric matchup. Some of the best athletes in the state and in our region there at Booker T with Micah Tees and Gentry Williams, and then you got obviously Braylon Presley and Luke Has over at Bixby. So, yeah, this is a really exciting matchup.
So there's a game going on south of us, and I know it's a little bit outside of the Channel 8 coverage because it's way down in the southern part of the state, but it impacts who we play when it comes playoff time because it's the district we swap with. And there is a number 2, Broken Bow. Maybe it's number 3. Broken Bow going to Poto. Broken Bow has 1 loss to 5A McAllister, who's a really good team. And then Poto's coming into the game undefeated. That would be a fun game to be at tonight because that's going to be for that district championship.
Yeah, that's a good one. And obviously, like you said, it sets up well for maybe a potential first-round playoff game for you guys, too. And so, yeah, it's kind of the most unknown game for us in our area because we just don't go down there and cover them enough. And these are 2 teams that are right there kind of close to each other, so maybe a little bit of a rivalry between the 2. I'm not too privy on the Southeast Oklahoma rivalries, but I would imagine that there's not a lot to do down there, so these 2 schools probably don't like each other too much. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. This is one that, may not get talked about a lot on TV or on the radio or on social media, but these are probably 2 teams that have a good chance to come home with a gold ball this season.
So last Friday night, we're coming home from our win at Cleveland, and I'm on the phone with Grant Merrill, and, they're doing their post-game prep show, and all of a sudden, social media is blowing up, and that's kind of all Grant and Randy talked about was what happened last Friday night when Wagner was on the road at Grove. Grove missed a PAT, which would have actually given them the lead, kind of created some, and then they just take a safety and think they've got the points to kind of keep from overtime. I know in your world, you guys probably spent some time talking about this week just in the high school football circle. Crazy game.
Yeah, I was not too all that happy to see that game go down. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of intentionally losing to give yourself a chance to win a district championship. I talked to a lot of coaches, either my coaches from high school or coaching buddies that I have in the game right now, and it's like you play to win the game, and then you kind of let whatever happens happen. I don't think strategizing to lose is ever a good idea. And I'm not trying to throw shade or talk smack on anybody over at Grove, but this was something that they had to have talked about before the game. And so, Brent, what that's saying is that they were talking about losing before the game, and that's just a horrible mentality to have. And one that we never talked about. We never even considered ever losing to bolster our district standings. So, it might work out for them, but I think you guys have something to say about that tonight. It could happen. You guys kind of control what could happen with Grove, and so that's kind of interesting.
Oologah-Bristow has been a long since rival. We've been in the district. There's been times that they've moved in and out. Bristow's just a powerhouse, man. They continually feed those boys a lot of good food over there, and they're big, fast, and strong. So, yeah, it is true. We could see how some of that plays out. Hey, let's just real quick wrap up with, this is kind of last game of regular season. What have been some big takeaways or maybe even some big surprises for you over the landscape of Tulsa area high school football?
Yeah, I would say for me to start off, at least in the biggest class, 6A1, how wide open it's been. We all kind of thought it'd be the big 4 schools, and it pretty much has been. Union and Jinx are right there at the top, which seems like it's back to business as usual. But Owasso was kind of that team that everybody thought would just reload, be solid, and good to go. And they lose to Mustang at home, which is surprising. They haven't looked good in a lot of games. Union didn't look that good early in the season, and they go out and beat Owasso. So just a weird set of games in 6A1. There's really not a true favorite. I guess you could put Jinx as a favorite, but they have a true freshman quarterback. So it's just a weird 6A1 this year. And then in 5A, we got Collinsville, we got McAllister, we got Coweta. We got a bunch of teams at the top of the 5A standings that have a chance to bring home a gold ball, which doesn't happen very often when you got Guthrie and Carl Albert over there on the west side.
That 5A is going to be the fun group to just watch how this all plays out. And if it is Collinsville, McAllister, I'm going to do everything I can to be at that game and watch it, know people in both school districts and so on and so forth, so it's just going to be fun.
No doubt. Tough ticket to get, I'm sure.
TJ, man, I hope you enjoyed tonight. This is what high school football is about. Beautiful evening, great weather, Friday night in the fall. It's just going to be amazing. We appreciate your time so much. Thanks for being a part of the pregame show.
You bet, Brent. Thanks so much.
Back with more right after this on the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Welcome back to the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined by Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt does the sideline duties. Guys, when I think of high school football in Oklahoma, I think of nights like tonight.
Absolutely.
Absolutely gorgeous. We're celebrating everything that's great about Oologah football. Like 29 graduating seniors, we're going to celebrate those guys and gals and cheerleaders and band folks all here in just a little bit. Let's talk about the Mustangs. We do have some guys that are like game time decisions if they're going to get to play or not. Let's start on the defensive side of things. You'll see Rafe Tackett on the D-line coming in with 28.5 tackles on the season. Gabe Grazier, 6 tackles last week. He's got 22.5 tackles on the season. Corey Eaton plays at the tackle. Brody Sappington's got 41 tackles on the season. You'll see Colin Schrader a little bit tonight. Aiden Trimble and Nate Morrow. Kind of one of those game time decisions that we're looking at is Caden Smith. He suited out. He's on the sidelines. Caden actually leads the season in tackles with 63.5 tackles on the season. He had 6 alone last week. He may play. We may see him a little bit. He may be limited tonight. Patrick Miller, 64 tackles on the season. You'll see Max Hale, Ashton Wright, A.J. Streeter, Joe Griswold, Ty Cherry. Ty's got 45 tackles on the season. Streeter's got 50 tackles on the season. So that's the defensive side of the ball for the Mustangs. On offense, Braden Langbein, Gabe Grazier, Jackson Gill, Riley Robinson. You know a little bit more about who's playing on the line just from some of our injuries tonight.
Yeah, and the offensive line I think right now is
good.
Is solid. It's more on the defensive line in the linebacker position. Like Caden Smith's kind of a game time. You see him out there warming up. Hopefully he can go. You mentioned he's leading us in tackles. If he can't go, it probably falls to Gavin Salt, who's done a really good job filling in this year. But senior night, and you hope Caden gets a chance to go out there and make some plays.
Quarterbacking the Mustangs, Joe Griswold, 892 passing yards on the season with 7 touchdowns. Last week alone, he rushed for 44 yards. So Joe kind of quarterback thing. Aiden Trimble, here's a big stat for Aiden too. 1,158 yards rushing on the season, averaging about 150. Last week alone, he rushed for 5 touchdowns, had 164 yards rushing last week. Just a great performance by Aiden Trimble last week. He's going to have a big night tonight as well. Absolutely.
And if you remember, a big part of that was the offensive line. Multiple times we had pancake blocks, 8, 10, 12 yards down the field. We're going to need another night like that to be successful, and that helps our defense and keeps their big playmakers off the field.
Nate Morrow rushed for 310 yards of the season. He had 47 last week at Cleveland, but the big deal is he rushed for 2 touchdowns. Braden Stovall has 141 yards rushing. He saw some activity last week. The leading receiver for the Mustangs, Blake, get you in on this, Gavin Salt last week had 64 yards receiving.
He did a good job of doing his job and doing very well on his assignment and alignment and just catching the football and making good run after catches. He had that one big one and set it up a score. So I'm really proud of him. He's doing a great job.
Last week, Cleveland said, hey, you're not going to throw on us. If you're going to win, you're going to rush. And we did. We were able to effectively rush the ball. They just kind of covered up Streeter all night long. He was fighting for space. He's got 487 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. Ashton Wright's got 172 yards rushing on the season. Braxton Moore has 103 yards receiving on the season. So that's kind of a look at the Mustang offense and kind of what we expect to see tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Streeter, he did have 3 catches. It was on defense.
That's right. Yeah.
And he took one of those back for a touchdown, but he had that big. I think it was about a 60-yarder that was taken back because of a holding penalty. So.
It is a beautiful night here. We're going to take one more time out. In just a little bit, we are actually going to recognize and honor our seniors. That will actually start right at about 6:30. And there's just a lot of stuff going on tonight. We're going to have a helicopter fly in the game ball tonight. It's red. You'll see a lot of folks in the camera like, is Oologah confused? Like, no, it's red night, and it's RED. Remember, everyone deployed. We've got a couple of honorary Mustang game captains tonight. We're going to celebrate those guys. Then there's motorcycle guys that are coming in. The band's worked up some special stuff. The band has special decor. And after it's all said and done tonight is the glow show that the band will turn all the lights out, and the marching band will get to do that. At halftime, it's mass band, which means 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I think everybody gets to march. So a lot of work goes into the final home game, final district game of the season, and we're glad that you're with us tonight. We're going to take a quick time out, and then when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more and recognize some of our seniors. We will be back with more of the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show right after this.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man. You, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
At All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we offer a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere, new techniques and technologies, expert doctors, and an experienced, caring dental team. We are proud to provide great dental care for your entire family. Your smile is often the first thing people notice and the one thing they remember. We'd love to work with you to help you keep your teeth and smile for a lifetime. We offer complete dental care for the whole family, from preventative dental care, cosmetic and restorative dentistry, pediatric dental care, dentures and partials, sports mouth guards for your athletes, and more. Please call today to speak with any member of our team regarding questions you may have or to make an appointment with our gentle and elite doctors. You can also request an appointment online at allsmilesdentalanddentures.com. Dr. Garrison, Dr. Allen, and our entire elite team look forward to providing you with the excellent care that you need and deserve. Give us a call today at 443-9900 for your next dental appointment. All Smiles Dental and Dentures, conveniently located just off of Highway 169 in Oologah.
And gentlemen, welcome to Mustang Stadium. Tonight we honor our high school seniors, starting with football, then cheer and band. For football, Gabe Grazier. Gabe is the son of Josh and Jerica Grazier. He has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. He has participated in football and wrestling for 4 years, FFA, skeet shooting, Stuco, FCA, and leadership. After high school, he plans to attend college and play football and pursue a degree in sports medicine. He would like to thank his parents for the time and money they have invested in him. He says, "I'm not always the easiest to love or feed, but they do extremely well." I would like to thank all of my family and friends for the continued love and support and always wanting the best for me. Max Hale. Max is the son of Jeff and Sarah Hale. He has attended Oologah schools for 10 years. He He has participated in football for 4 years and TSA. After high school, he plans to attend tech school and go on to join the welding union. He'd like to thank his grandfather, L.D. Hale, for being my life role model. Jackson Llewellyn. Jackson is the son of Reed Llewellyn and Jessica DeWitt and stepfather Jared DeWitt. He has attended Oologah schools for 10 years. He has participated in football for 4 years and track for 2 years. After high school, he plans to attend Tulsa Tech and become an aircraft mechanic. He would like to thank his family for being so supportive. Connor Lynham. Connor is the son of Tony Lynham and Jennifer Cummings. He has attended Oologah schools for 6 years. He has participated in football for 4 years. After high school, he plans to join the Navy. He would like to thank his family for always having his back, and his coaches and his teammates for always pushing him. Patrick Miller. Patrick is the son of Paul and Carol Miller. He has attended Oologah schools for 4 years. He has participated in football for 2 years, track for 4 years, and FCA for 1 year. After high school, he plans to go to college and run track. He would like to thank his family, teammates, and his coaches. Blake Oliphant. Blake is the son of Jeremy and Kelsey Oliphant. He has attended Oologah schools for 3 years. He has been active in football and soccer for 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend OSU and get a degree in wildlife management and become a fish and game warden. He would like to thank Mom and Dad for always being there to help him with everything, and Nana and Papa for being so supportive, and all of my younger siblings for their support as well. I would also like to thank my best friend John for always having my back and being here for me throughout high school. Riley Robinson. Riley is the son of John and Britton Robinson. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. He has been active in football for 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend Oklahoma State University and study engineering. He would like to thank the quarterback club and the parents who make the awesome meals that help us prepare for games. Brody Sappington. Brody is the son of Shane and Dusty Sappington. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. He has been active in football, baseball, and track for 4 years, wrestling and FFA for 2 years. After high school, he plans to go to college and study criminology, meteorology, or marine biology. He would like to thank his mom and dad for all the support and encouragement in life, his sister Sam and Abby for always being there for him, to Grandma Pester for always coming to my games, and to Dakota for always being a great friend, and finally, to the last yelling of "Hit somebody, Brody!" Caden Smith. Caden is the son of Just Stanford and Tammy Smith. He has attended Oologah schools for 9 years. He's been active in football and baseball for 4 years. After high school, he plans to become a pro fisherman. He would like to give a big old thank you to his mom and dad for everything they have done for him. Love you guys. Ty Stevens. Ty is the son of Chris Stevens and Sarah Edwards. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. While in high school, he has been active in football for 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend college. He would like to thank his grandparents, Denny and Sharon Stevens, for all their support. Aiden Trimble. Aiden is the son of Brandon and Angela Trimble. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. While in high school, he has participated in football, wrestling for 4 years, track for 3 years, and plans to play golf this year. After high school, he plans to attend college and study business. He would like to thank his mom because she's helped him through so much. He would also like to thank his coaches and teammates who have created such a bond that he will always remember and cherish. For our cheerleaders, first is Celine Cachard. Celine is an honorary senior exchange student from France. Her host parents are Kelly Raines and Victoria Coe. She is participating in cheer, band, and swim while at Oologah High School. After her year here in the United States, she plans to return to France and finish out her senior year, to go to college, to study medicine, and become a pediatrician or chiropractor. She would like to thank her mom, who made it possible for her to travel to America, and to her host moms, because they chose me and want me to have the very best year possible. Also, her host sister, Rebecca. Without her, this year would not be the same. Madison Fisher. Madison is the daughter of Rick and Melissa Fisher. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. While in high school, she's been active in cheer for 4 years. After high school, she plans to attend Friends University in Kansas and cheer, while majoring in elementary education. She would like to thank her family, her best friend, Banner, and her boyfriend, Wade, for always loving her and showing her support, and above all else, for God, who always comes first. Riley Kistler. Riley is the daughter of Daniel and Vicki Kistler. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She's been active in cheer for 4 years during high school. After high school, she plans to go into medical sonography. She would like to thank her mom and dad for always being there when she needs anything and for always supporting her. She would also like to thank her Nana and Papa for always believing in her. Trinity Mason. Trinity is the daughter of Dustin and Peyton Cook. She has attended Oologah schools for 5 years. She's been active in cheer for 4 years. After high school, she plans to attend college and major in biology, and later move on to her master's degree in marine biology. She would like to thank her mom and dad for never allowing her to stop trying, her boyfriend for supporting her every step of the way, and last but not least, the teachers and community. It's been such a great experience to cheer and bring the Mustang spirit to every game. Banner Schlottfeld. Banner is the daughter of Matt and Tara Schlottfeld. She has attended Oologah schools for 10 years. She has been a cheer manager for 2 years. After high school, she plans to pursue a career in film. She would like to thank her parents and Nana and Papa for loving and supporting her, and my best friend Madison and boyfriend Brett for always being there. Peyton Wagner. Peyton is the daughter of Darren and Brandy Wagner. She has attended Oologah schools for 2 years. She has participated in cheer for 2 years. After high school, she plans to attend college and major in early childhood education. She would like to thank her parents for always being there for her, and also thank her Nana and Papa for always showing up to her cheer competitions and supporting her. Also, my sister for being the best little sister she could possibly be, and being my biggest fan out there, always supporting me. For our high school band, Diesel Branchcombe. Diesel is the son of Nate and Sarah Branchcombe. He has been active in band, jazz band, TSA, and yearbook. After high school, he plans to attend a military academy or become a Navy nuclear engineer. He would like to thank his advisor, Mr. Pruitt, both his band directors, every teacher for putting up with him, as well as Mr. Hogue and Mr. Jackson and the rest of the staff. He would like to recognize his parents for their everlasting support, and his BFF Brock for always having his back. Thank you, Oologah. Stepanka Bruchova. Stepanka is an honorary senior exchange student from the Czech Republic. Her host parents are Timothy and Micah McCumber. She is participating in band and wrestling while at Oologah High School. She would like to thank her host family, Timothy, Micah, and Makeda, and also her friends who are always here for her. Isaiah Dowdecan. Isaiah is the son of Frank and Bonnie Dowdecan. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. He's been active in band and jazz band for 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend Rogers State and major in business. He would like to thank his parents for all their support throughout school. Makeda Eastman. Makeda is the daughter of Timothy and Micah McCumber. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She has been active in the Stallion Battalion, FFA, and 4-H through high school and for 4 years. After high school, she plans to attend Rogers State and get a degree in business management. She would like to give a shout out to her grandfather for being an inspiration and exemplifying strength and compassion into success. Ethan Garcia. Ethan is the son of Jennifer Wilson Garcia. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. He has been active in band for 4 years, soccer 1 year, and FFA 2 years. He would like to thank his mom, grandparents, his girlfriend, and his nana. Connor Holt. Connor is the son of Keith Holt and Kelly and Debbie Babin. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. He's been active in band and concert band for 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend college and become a marine biologist. He would like to thank his parents for supporting him. And thank you to Mr. Matthews and Mr. Smith and all the band kids for all the great memories. Trinity Hooks. Trinity is the daughter of Benjamin and Melissa Hooks. She has attended Oologah schools for 10 years. She plans to attend TCC and hopefully move on to OU. She would like to give a shout out to her mom and dad for pushing her 24/7, keeping her head up and moving forward. To her siblings, Zane, Uriah, and Katie for toughening her up through the years, but keeping her humble. Finally, to all of her friends and school kids for making the 10 years here the best experience she could ask for. Christina Huff. Christina is the daughter of Kim Huff and granddaughter of Billy Holden. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She's been active in the band for 4 years. After graduating, she plans to attend TCC to obtain an associate's degree in criminal justice, then transfer to OSU and get a master's degree to become a detective. She would like to thank her best friend Ann for always being there for her, along with Wesley for being her #1 supporter. Tyler Jackson. Tyler is the son of Dawn and Scott Jackson. He has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. He's been active in band for 4 years. He plans to pursue a career in music production after high school. He would like to thank his mom and dad, along with Mr. Matthews and Mr. Smith, for helping him realize how complex a bunch of sound is. Alyssa Mayfield. Alyssa is the daughter of Shane and Shauna Mayfield. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She's been active in choir for 4 years and band for 4 years. She plans to attend RSU after graduation and get her RN and BSN for nursing. She would like to give a shout out to her mom and dad for pushing her to do her best and believing in her, and Riders United for Children for all their support. Brooke Munson. Brooke is the daughter of Michael and Marcia Munson. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She's been active in band, FFA, and 4-H for 4 years. After high school, she plans to attend Rogers State and get her master's degree in medical molecular biology with a minor in English, and then Northeastern University to get a bachelor's degree in optometry with a minor in anthropology. She would like to thank her mom and dad for supporting her academic endeavors, giving me great taste in music, and listening to my ramblings on forensic anthropology. I would also like to give a shout out to my grandma, Iris, for fostering my love for literature as a child, and my grandma, Sharon, for supporting me from 1,000 miles away. Clayton Walters. Clayton is the son of Brad and Peggy Walters and Jennifer Huschel. He has attended Oologah schools for 11 years and has been active in band for 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend the University of Central Oklahoma. He would like to give a shout out to his family, his friends, and his girlfriend, Brianna. Ladies and gentlemen, would you put your hands together for all of these seniors, their parents, and their families?
Your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ag...
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined by Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt. We just got through recognizing an incredible group of seniors. And when you think about what this class has been through COVID and distance learning and all that, man, this is an incredible group of kids.
Yeah, they're really resilient. We had flooding before that. So if you remember even back as another school year, they're just a great group of kids. Been fun to be around. I've known them since they were freshmen, and just really rooting for them tonight.
So I'm going to take it to the field, Mike, because tonight we are recognizing all of our branches of the military, and you can see our Spirit Riders, our Freedom Riders, and the Mustang Band is playing all of the military theme songs. So it's kind of hard for a guy like me to be quiet, but I'm going to do it and let you just kind of enjoy what's going on the scene. So. It is a red night for the Oologah Mustangs, which means RED. We recognize everyone that's deployed. One of the things, if you've been in the hallways of Oologah High School, we have a wall of honor, actually, that has all of our alumni who are currently deployed. So here in just a moment, we're going to join the Oologah High School Choir under the direction of Heather Lawther, and they are going to lead us in the national anthem. Normally that would fall under the Stallion Battalion, but tonight, because it's a special night, we're going to do that. And so I'm going to go back to the field, Mike, let Kent Jensen kind of take it from here. So thanks for staying with us. It's the Advantage Homes Mustang Tailgate Show. Take a second and hit that share button if you would, so folks all across the Fruity Plains can watch the Mustangs tonight.
Yep, and there should be, like you said, in the foyer, there's a wall remembering those that graduated. We have a rich tradition at Oologah High School, so definitely proud of those, and looking forward to the choir here.
Absolutely.
Northwest Fire Honor Guard, Captain Brandon McLaughlin and Lieutenant Billy Croce. And pause as we recognize a moment of silence. So you may, if you choose, reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activities. Please be respectful of others during this moment of silence. Thank you. And now our national anthem performed by the Oologah High School Choir under the direction of Heather Lawther.
Sound of the Oologah High School Choir as they sing our national anthem tonight. It is red night, so you see a lot of folks in red. Remember, everyone deployed. We actually have a couple of honorary captains with the Mustangs tonight. Sergeant Tyler Andrews is a Marine from Folsom, California. Don't know that Tyler's actually with us tonight, but a shirt commemorating will be sent to him. Tyler was critically injured, losing an arm and a leg in the attack at the airport in Afghanistan, where 13 of his fellow Marines gave their life. Tyler, the Mustang Nation tonight, we send our thoughts and our prayers to you and your family. And then another one of our honorary captains here, one of our own, and former Staff Sergeant United States Army National Guard, Taylor Roberts. Taylor coaches Mustang baseball, Lady Mustang softball. While active, he served as a squad leader in the infantry rifle platoon, deployed, conducted combat operations in multiple campaigns following his time on active duty. Then he joined the National Guard and ended his career shortly thereafter. And if you ask him about his time in the service, most of the time he'll tell you, I was just a cook. But, man, he is an incredible guy. So our hats off. You can see those guys down there with our captains, our honorary captains tonight. Appreciate them. And all of our folks who have given so much in the sacrifice to just protect the freedoms for the United States. Our two honorary captains tonight, Sergeant Tyler Andrews and former Staff Sergeant Taylor Roberts. So our hats off to them.
Yeah, big time. We wouldn't be able to do anything we do without former and current people serving and keeping us safe, and couldn't be prouder to have some of them with us and to be able to honor some of them tonight. So.
Yep. Actually, the red Friday began as an email chain back in 2005.
Yeah.
It's kind of a grassroots movement that promoted solidarity and support for our troops in the wake of 9/11 and their service in the global war on terrorism. Wearing a red shirt is a symbol of support. It's a message that's not tainted by or affiliated with political parties, agendas, or opinions. On Fridays, we simply wear red and remember everyone that's deployed in their ongoing efforts to defend our freedoms as Americans. So Rocking Cactus Designs began partnering with Oklahoma's local community and state leaders to pave the way for the national official RED Friday movement after their son joined the U.S. Marine Corps in 2017. And so they're honored for the opportunity to be a part of Friday Night Lights. And thank you for wearing red tonight and help spread awareness and support for those who sacrifice have made so much possible. So it's just kind of a special night tonight as we appreciate all of our men and women of the armed services. If you'd like more information, you go to Rocking Cactus Designs and their website and check that out. So in just a little bit, we're actually going to have the game ball delivered via helicopter, courtesy of Mark Delosier and Hank and Lucy Jinks are helping with that as well. So Mark Delosier and KD Aviation, to thank them and for supporting our veterans in Mustang football tonight. So just a beautiful night to be here. The Mustang faithful might be one of our best attended football games of the season, and the weather's absolutely perfect for it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. This is what you think about when you start thinking about Week 10 or playoff football, and talking to Coach Wagner, he's viewing this as a playoff game. It's a must-win, and it's a perfect atmosphere, and all the theater that we've had today, courtesy of the athletic department, everyone involved. It's a big deal. It's awesome.
Yeah, I want to thank Advanced Homes for being our tailgate show sponsor all season long. They've done a great game. We started early tonight, and so if you kind of missed some of that playoff scenario, here's how that plays out. Mustangs win tonight, we end.
Absolutely.
Don't need anything else to happen. If that doesn't go the way that we hope it would, we still have a path. So we played Catoosa, close game, really kind of feel like it's the game that got away from you, lost by 1. If Catoosa loses tonight, though, however, we would have the better record. So you can see the game ball being delivered there by Mark Delosier and K&D Aviation. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen it flown in, maybe parachuted. I don't know that I've ever seen a helicopter land at the logo. So this is pretty cool, probably a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Just let you hear the sounds of the stadium.
It's cool to watch some of the kids in the crowd. They're getting a kick out of this for sure.
So who's the guy that has to go get the ball?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can see the referee's pants those blades definitely make some wind down there.
Man, what an incredible job. He stuck that thing right on the 50-yard line. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's impressive.
Man, big shout out to our athletic and activities department just for making all of this happen. It's a lot just to gather up the paperwork on 29 seniors.
Absolutely.
On top of getting Freedom Riders to come in and be a part and getting a helicopter to be with us. So Brady and Kinsey have done a great job this week in their preparation, so appreciate them and their hard work. And folks, we have a game ball to play football with tonight. How about that?
That's just a lot of fun. Heard about that this week, kind of a kept secret, and was looking forward to tonight, so that's a big-time deal.
Blake, all that helicopter air down there, that messed up your haircut, you know what I'm saying?
It messed up everything down here. That's some movement of air, I'll say that.
Well, if you are joining us from wherever you're at, we have lots of friends and family that watch really all across the United States, and former alumni and just Mustang family. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Take a moment, hit that share button, and share it to your social media outlet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams, all that. I want to make sure that the Mustang faithful can tune in tonight. Just a special night. It's senior night. And there goes the helicopters. He will depart, and we will have the captains head to midfield for the coin toss. And it's an exciting night of high school. That's what high school football is all about, and just the pageantry that goes along with it.
Absolutely. It reminds me when some of the news channels used to do they'd hop around, on the helicopters.
Helicopter highlights.
Yeah.
And they were here on many occasions back in the 90s.
I bet they were here every week. Oh.
Yep, just a beautiful night. All right, the Bristow Pirates are getting ready to do their run on as the team captains. Our 4 captains that typically represent will be leading the charge, but I think all of the seniors and also carrying the Marine Corps flag in honor of our honorary captains tonight are headed out representing the Mustangs as captains tonight. You got Connor Lynham, who is in street clothes, Brody Sappington. You also have Aiden Trimble and Gabe Grazier, and those guys will represent the captains and represent the team for the Mustangs. They shake hands with the Bristow Pirates. We will await the coin toss.
Yeah, last week we won and deferred to the second half. We kind of did the New England Patriot thing where we scored right before the half, got the ball at half, scored again, and that's some huge momentum, and that's when you kind of had a feeling that it was our night.
Mustangs put it all together last week on the road at Cleveland, really had a successful game. I think they felt confident going in with their game plan and what they would be able to do, and it really just kind of felt good for them, hopefully built some momentum and confidence. And when you talk to this coach and this team tonight, they don't care what Bristow's record is. Oologah and Bristow have played for a lot of years down through the years, and so this is, as you said, Coach Wagner treats this as a playoff game.
Yeah, and you mentioned the history, and this is actually the last game for a while because they're leaving our district, and we're gaining Cushing and McLean. So this is the last of a long rivalry, and you see Bristow will be taking the ball first, and so we'll be on defense with an opportunity to come out and make a statement.
Absolutely. Coach Rowe done a great job all season long. I think defense has been one of the strengths and kept us in ball games at time, and so his boys are going to have the chance to show up, step up, and say, hey, we're not in our house.
Absolutely, and they've done a good job of kind of being chameleons. Whatever's needed that week, based on the challenge at hand, they've been able to kind of morph into that, and this week will be no different. They run a unique style of offense that we don't see, and I can't think of another team that runs kind of that Blake would know more what you call it, but it's more like an old school kind of wing T offense, kind of Houdini with the ball, and it's going to be very important that we play assignment football and we hit the guy we're supposed to hit.
Yes, it is. Every play's a triple option. It can go to 3 different guys on every single play. It's important that everyone fits their assignments and where they're supposed to go. I know Coach Rowe's got these guys tuned up and ready to go, but we still got to come out and execute.
Yeah, and I found it interesting talking to Coach Wagner in pregame. On Monday and Tuesday, the defense practiced against the Scout Team O. The Scout Team O did not use the ball. He didn't want any defenders sneaking peeks at the ball. He wanted them playing their assignment. And a really cool sight here. You see the Mustangs running out with American flags and the flags of all the different services. Really cool.
13 American flags to represent the soldiers that gave their life in Afghanistan. And so, man, just a fun night, cool night tonight for the Mustangs. I'm excited. Blake, what do the Mustangs got to do tonight in order to be successful?
Not sure Blake heard us there.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, we'll start with you. What do the Mustangs need to do tonight in order to be successful?
I'm going to say a couple things. We got to take care of the ball. I don't think we can have any turnovers tonight. We definitely need to win the turnover battle. And I think we need to limit the big play. That's been our Achilles heel this year. That's what got us last year at Bristow with their quarterback. I think we have to limit their plays of more than 10 yards.
Absolutely. You said it. Brilliant strategy on Coach Wagner and Coach Rowe's philosophy. Play assignment football tonight in defense. Forget where the ball's at. Take care of your job.
Absolutely.
Take care of your responsibility. You can play with these guys. I know they've got a strong record. I think they've got one loss on the season. It's all right. You can take care of business.
They've only lost to Grove, and they were beating Grove the entire game. Grove kind of had a mad comeback. I know talking to Coach Wagner, he feels like if they're not the best team in the district, they're right there. And just a great opportunity tonight. Like we said earlier, great moments are born from great opportunity.
Every week we talk about who has to have a big name or have to have a big game in terms of who you got. I'm going to start, and I really think Joe Griswold is going to have to be productive tonight in the passing game. 77 yards passing last week. We're just going to have to do more. You're going to need 110 yards passing in the passing game in order to keep the Bristow defense honest. Kevin, who you got?
I'm in line with you. I'm gonna go with the old standby. I'm gonna go with Aiden Trimble. I think he's gonna be a workhorse on offense and defense. But I do like what you said. I think I'm gonna take it further. I think he's gonna have to double his performance from last week, Griswold. I think we're gonna have to throw for something 150 in the 200-yard range to be successful tonight. Blake?
Alex Winter on the return for Bristow. Blake, who you got?
Cade Smith, the head and helm of linebacker core in our defense. He's gonna have to make some plays tonight and do his assignments.
So the Mustangs are out on defense wearing a beautiful blue-gold uniform. Got the arm sleeves that are red for some of those guys.
Throwback Navy. Navy used to be our predominant color. That got changed several years ago.
Handoff on the right side.
And that's what we need. We need the guy responsible for the ball to make the play, and that's exactly what happened there. Great start for the Mustang defense, and it's important early because you can practice this, but you can't practice it at the speed that they can because it's what they do every day.
Eye discipline is really important tonight. That you don't get caught taking pictures, and just make sure your eyes are focused on your assignment and don't let anything get behind you.
Absolutely. And they can't, we talked a lot about the run game. They can't throw it over the top, so that eye discipline from the secondary is important as well.
Man in motion for the Pirates. Going to get caught at the line of scrimmage. He might gain a yard. Charles Ware on the carry for Bristow. It's going to bring up a 3rd down long situation.
Yeah, nice job. You saw big Gabe Grazier. Him and Colin, that they rotate in on kind of those important downs. But tonight, being basically like what Coach Wagner said, playoff game, they're starting, and they're going to play a lot, and they're going to be needed to do things just like that, run down the ball.
Sutton Titsworth is their quarterback for the Pirates. He's had a great season. Mustangs tonight want to keep him contained and want to make sure he's not productive. They've got a receiver to each side. Pitch into the backfield. I don't think he's going to get it.
It's going to depend on the spot. I think they're going to give it to him. Man, he just fell forward, and they're going to give it to him. And that's super close. I'd love to see him measure there.
And I think they are going to measure there. Big, tall kid, so when he fell. So, boy, you had him contained. They'll get that 1st down and 10. Ball spotted down at the 34-yard line.
And you saw some of that athleticism. We had 2 guys there, and he did a good job, put his head down and split him, and that's what allowed him to fall forward. 2
receivers are to this side of the field. 1 receiver to the far side. Guy went early, but referees aren't going to call it.
Find the ball. Oh, that was offensive pass interference. He grabbed our jersey and pulled it forward.
Charles Ware on the pitch and catch, brought down by Ty Cherry, and the Pirates will move the chains.
Yeah, you're not going to see that called a lot, but he definitely did swim move and kind of create some space.
Yeah, our guy turned around to make a play on the ball, and he just kind of threw him out of the way.
Absolutely. And we talked about it a little bit. They got some speed. They're not afraid to throw it up when it's one-on-one and let their athletic playmakers go make a play on the ball.
Bristow with 2 receivers to the far side. Kind of an I formation with a man in motion. And a pitch out. Met in the backfield.
Good job, A.J. Streeter.
Gabe Grazier.
Gabe Grazier piling on.
They'll say a loss of a yard.
Because of how multiple they are and they're sending people in different gaps, you're going to have a chance to make plays like that, Blake, because you're not going to have a lead blocker a lot. They're counting on you just not being disciplined. Is that right?
Yes. If you go and just hit the guy you're supposed to hit in the mouth, normally, just like you're saying, there's not a lead blocker because it's all based on deception.
1 receiver coming out to the near side as the Pirates move left to right. That number 3 moves early every time. How about that defense? Just going to stand up. Maybe a gain of a yard brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, you saw Caden Smith, Gabe Grazier, Colin Schrader, kind of the anchors in the middle there. They're going to be vital, that kind of triangle, if we're going to be successful stopping that up the middle run.
So it's 3rd down and 10. This is twice the Mustangs have had 3rd down field position that would be favorable for us. It's a 3rd and long.
Yeah, and I didn't get to watch their kicker, so I don't know what his capabilities are. Obviously, this is something like a 46-yard field goal at this point, so you got to think this is 4-down territory. Especially if they pick up anything.
Ware in motion.
Good job, Caden Smith.
Just kind of running backs going everywhere. It ended up going up the middle to number 33, Caleb Alexander.
And that was a pretty play from offense, how they, disguise it, deception, as Blake said. We had a great angle of kind of how that opened up. And if Caden is not there playing his assignment, that's a big play.
And that's why they practice without the ball. You've got to cover your guy because you can get caught up in eye candy real fast.
This is impressive. This is a long, 43-yard field goal, a little bit into the wind.
Ryder Goodwin is their kicker. Ball down, kick on the way.
That's not going to get there.
I don't think it's going to get there. So how about that? The Mustang defense will hold.
Big time. And I knew they had a decent kicker. If you remember back, they beat Wagner 3-0. So obviously they
made something.
They can kick it. I don't know if that got tipped or just a bad hole, or maybe he just didn't kick it good, but that's a long kick into the wind.
That will energize the sidelines. Bristow wanted to set the tempo first. They actually took the ball. A lot of teams will defer.
Yep.
And so the Mustang offense comes out with their opportunity.
We're playing as a team. We're an emotional team tonight.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but just on the sideline, the emotions are running high. I think everybody knows what this game means, the potential for this game in our district, in the playoffs, just everything that sets forth for the future of our season, and they're playing like it's for their lives tonight.
Streeter, Braxton to this side of the formation as receivers. He's going to hand off to Aiden Trimble. Round the left side, he's got the 1st down, knocks a man down. He'll pick up 21 yards to start the night for the Mustangs.
Big time play, and you see Coach Wagner, as we've improved throughout the year, we've went faster and faster, and that's kind of his DNA. And as we've gotten better and been able to get more first downs, you'll see us go fast.
Man, he wants that first down and gas. Let's go. Trimble again. Round the corner. Going to get knocked out of bounds, but a gain of 7.
Again, a good tough run. We've talked about it over and over. I can only remember one time where Aiden didn't fall forward, and that took 2 Pirates to get him down. He still fell forward.
Strong kid, does a lot of extra workout just to make sure that when that ball's in his hands, he's got the strength and muscle power to do what he wants to do.
Gave a great pregame speech at Morning Pep this
morning. Did he really?
He did. He did a great job.
Braxton Streeter, your receivers. Nobody to the far side. Hand up the middle. He'll get the first down.
Not a great spot on the near side
Boy, I'm
here.
telling you.
At all.
Man, he fell forward, I thought, to the 49-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd down and short for the Mustang offense. So far, your offensive line's been able to get the block and push the guy back. Should be able to hand off right up the middle, get the first down, move the chains.
Yeah, you would like to think so, and it's a good statement here if you're able to do that.
Although you've got Streeter wide open. Handoff, Trimble through the pile.
Yeah, good
Gain
job.
of 7. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Good job. They had 8, 9 guys in the box there, Blake, and he's able to get to the second level without being touched.
That's just a testament to our offensive line and our blocking scheme. We're doing a great job firing off the football and moving the defensive line back.
So Mustangs with first down and 10. The ball's at the 43-yard line. Braxton Moore, the outside receiver. We actually have 3 receivers in. Griswold. Pass complete. Number 27 on the right side. Gavin Salt, leading receiver last week for the Mustangs. He's in the – is that Gavin or was that Ashton Wright?
That was Gavin.
That was Gavin, okay.
Yeah, leading receiver, his first game starting at H-back. And in high school, that's such an underutilized position, and it's hard to defend because you're so used to firing off on the run or bailing out and getting space, getting away from the line. You saw there he's wide open and got a big 9 yards.
Mustangs 2nd down and 1. You can do a lot of things in 2nd and short. They're going to hand it off. Round the left side, got some room, got the first down and then some.
Yep, Nate Morrow getting the edge there.
The Mustangs playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, trying to prove, hey, we deserve to be in the playoffs.
Absolutely. You want to earn your way in. I think it also, being senior night and all the pageantry, being in the throwback uniforms, just a fun atmosphere right here at
You want to
Mustang
make
Stadium.
your own statement. I don't want help getting in. I want to do it by myself. You know what I'm saying? 2 receivers with a man in motion. JoJo going to keep it, cut back right, not a lot there.
Something to look for moving forward. I know they got a deep safety, and he's got a lot of speed, and they're trusting that, but we're putting Streeter in the slot, and no one is covering him up. So
They're giving him a good 7 to 10 yard cushion.
Yeah, that's going to open up some bubble screens, potentially something down the field when you give a man that much space.
They'll make a mistake at just overlooking A.J. Streeter's stats. A lot of teams have covered him up, and he's dangerous. You throw it within catching distance, he's going to catch it. 2 receivers to this side. You got a man that's going to move into the formation. Hand off around the left side. He's to the 20. He's to the 15. Knocked out of bounds. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
A good job there by Aiden. They held that fake or that RPO for as long as they could, almost too long, Blake, but was able to keep that in his belly, and he turned that upfield for a good first down.
They did a really good job of connecting with that mesh and just really selling out on that, just like you said, and really committed to the last second.
And Aiden hadn't given that ball up out of this formation a lot, so that's a new wrinkle.
So the Mustangs are in the Wildcat. Trimble's going to keep it, go up the right side. Good gain, looks like maybe a long 5.
Yeah, big-time collision there. You got Angus Ponder, plays tight end linebacker, senior for Bristow. Big-time hit there that him and Aiden met just past the line of scrimmage.
And what an impressive drive. Guys, if you can do this for 4 quarters, the Mustangs been able to control the clock. We're 4 minutes and 5 seconds and counting in the first quarter, and you've controlled the tempo of this game. Trimble in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side, a man in motion. Joe's just going to hand it off. He's going to go left. Down to about the 7-yard line. Says he'll stay in bounds, so they'll keep the clock moving. Ashton Wright on the carry for the Mustangs.
Got 2 or 3 there. Tried to get out wide. That's an opportunity there maybe to stick your left foot in the ground and get upfield, maybe get that first down. So
Scoreboard says 3rd down and 3 for Oologah. 3:38 and counting.
Big-time 3rd down here. I guarantee you Coach Wagner will not be thrilled to have to line up here for an extra or for a field goal.
Handoff, Trimble, left side. He's inside the 5, down to the 2. First down for the Mustangs.
And that's Nate Morrow. So,
was it?
Yeah, giving Trimble a little bit of a breather there. They had them both on the field and gave it to Morrow. First and goal from the 1.
Brody Sappington will come in for the Mustangs.
You're going to hear the Mustang family get crazy if we score here.
First and goal from the 1.
That sure looks like a touchdown. There's no way the guy from the outside can see. Touchdown!
Touchdown! Stampede, touchdown! Blake, how'd it look?
It looks great. I don't know what Coach Wagner has done this week, but we're a completely different team coming out of the locker room, and these guys are playing with some emotion. They know what's at stake. They know they're playing for their life, and for these seniors, this is just a special game.
Guys, these guys are hitting each other on the shoulder pads down there. They're fired up, ready to play, led by head coach Darren Wagner himself.
A little bit of mix-up here. We're looking we need a lineman.
For somebody to get out here.
We got plenty of time, so we just got to relax. We got a little
Braxton
excited.
Moore will go in. Hope this don't bite you with the right personnel not being on the field. Ball down, kick on the way, and it's blocked. Yep, you got to pay attention to details. If you're supposed to be on the field, be on the field.
Yeah, and that came from the middle there, so that wasn't from the outside.
Right, absolutely.
And that was a good snap, but you'll often see that probably a half-second slow on that snap. You got to fire that snap back there.
Gabe Grazier talking to the official. He comes off.
He felt something was a little
Absolutely.
wonky.
Mustangs on top 6-0 with 3:01 left to play in the first quarter. It's been an impressive first quarter so far. Defense has done what needed to do. Offense played the game they want to play. Slow, methodical, run the ball, and just productive.
Yeah, able to run the ball, mixed in one pass play for 9 yards, and not too dissimilar from last week. Holding the opponent to a field goal try that they missed, and we march it down and do what we want to do and score. And there's 3:01 left in the first quarter, and we're up 6-0. And another opportunity here.
Cherokee Nation Game of the Week. Special thanks to them for their support and helping us to broadcast this season. Also, special thanks to Ron Henry Construction for all your septic tank needs. Give them a call, 918-371-1207. And RCB Bank, have them in town. That's my bank. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, located right off Highway 169 here in Oologah. And All Smiles Dental, quality and affordable dental care right here at home. Mustangs set and ready to kick it away.
Bristow's guessing which way we're going to kick. They keep switching their back men. They got Ware and Winters back deep.
Jackson Burchett will do the kicking
kick.
duties. Knocked at the 22-yard line. That Mustang special teams is fired up.
Yeah, we have a number of kickoffs. You've seen us mix in, and that was the deep one, and we got it to number 18, Alex Winter, tight end, senior.
I think Max Becker in part of the tackle. He jumped up, fired up. It's a cold night in Oologah tonight. See lots of blankets and coats. Our camera guy decided to show up in, like just a tank top. He's fine.
Like it's nothing.
It's nothing. He's tough.
First really cold night. It was cool last week, but first cold night we've had. It's been unseasonably warm.
November in Oklahoma. Handoff up the middle. They'll bring him down.
Good tackle. Looked like Caden trying to go for the ball there. Caden was a game-time decision, and right now he's playing great. So good to see him out there, senior on senior night.
Leads the team in tackles. Came into tonight with 63.5 tackles. Had 6 last week at Cleveland. You'll see Jaden Tanner come in for the Mustangs. Bristow will put one receiver out and then just like 17 guys in the backfield. It's just a crazy offense.
Yeah.
Going to pitch it out wide. Guy had a hand on him but couldn't bring him down.
I believe that's called rocket toss, and that's definitely something with their speed. It's almost kind of a behind jet sweep where you get your playmakers running fast and getting them up to speed a little bit quicker. And we weren't quite able to hold them to a first down, but we will take, on some of those plays, we'll take a 5-6 yard gain and live to fight another down.
Max Hale made the tackle for the Mustangs, and they're going to get their yards, absolutely. Your goal is to slow them down, keep them out of the red zone. Bristow's going to score some points. You've just got to score more. And
quarterback keep.
The left quarterback keep, left side.
And he's dangerous. Sutton Titsworth, senior quarterback. Seems like every time we play Bristow, they have a senior quarterback. They had one last year that accounted for about 90% of their yards and led them to a victory.
Patrick Miller on the tackle for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 for Bristow from the 44-yard line.
Again, they're going to stick with 10 guys in the box, splitting one guy out super wide that can get one of those out of the box.
A little bit of an option play. Quarterback's going to keep it.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
We
got it.
And the ball falls out. The Mustangs recover.
Let's go. That's what it takes, getting hats to the ball. And like you said, best crowd of the year and the loudest crowd of the year. Loving it right now.
Man, Caden Smith laid there for a second, came off.
Definitely playing through some pain.
Yeah, he was a game-time decision to go. Woo.
I'll be honest, I visited with him today right after lunch, probably 12:15. And if I would have had to bet you breakfast, I wouldn't have bet I bet he was playing. So, again, I think everything he's going to give everything he can tonight.
Mustangs, 1st down and 10. They'll move.
Yep. We'll take 5 freebie there. That's another. You know, those are things that don't still show up on the stat sheet for JoJo, but he's probably averaging 4 or 5 of those a game.
Great. There's something in his cadence, something in his timing that gets guys to just jump. So it brings up 1st down and 5 for the Mustangs.
Some of that's a result of how well we run the ball. Those defensive linemen are wanting to fire off the ball as fast as they can.
They've got everybody in the box, it feels like. Joe, back to pass. Got Streeter open to the 30, to the 25. Knocked out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And again, obviously I'm not the coach at Bristow. They have one loss. They know what they're doing. I don't understand having one guy to guard 2. That doesn't work in any sport, Blake.
It doesn't, and especially not with that guy. You know, AJ's proven that he's a big playmaker, and that's what we just saw right there. And the rolling momentum is just compounding for us right now. And Bristow is just set back on their heels. They don't know what's hit them.
Ball was spotted at the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. Trimble in the Wildcat. He's just going to keep it up the right. Still grinding his feet. Great gain on the 1st down. Looks like a gate of 8.
Yeah, able to bounce that off. It looked like a potential tackle there, maybe 1 or 2 yards down the field, was able to bounce that outside and pick up another 7. So we're right on schedule. 2nd and 3. This opens up everything.
Usually Mustangs, when they get that 1st down, they like 1st down and go. Still in the Wildcat, you got JoJo Griswold to the outside. Going to move Ashton right in motion. Trimble waiting for a block. He's going to gain about 1.5 yards, so he'll be shy. 3rd down and a short one with 11 seconds counting in the quarter.
Yeah, we're going to let this roll, and it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard. And quite honestly, a great first quarter for the Mustangs.
You can't ask of anything better. Into the 1st, Mustangs on top, 6-0. We'll be back with more right after this.
Okay, man, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. Cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Show the world that you're tougher than tough.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Special thanks, Armstrong Bank, working right along beside you for more than 100 years, welcoming them to the Oologah community. Advanced Homes, advancedhbi.com, building your dreams. The Cherokee Nation Game of the Week, the Bristow Pirates have come to town. And I don't know, Bristow might be a little bit shocked of how this first quarter has gone. The Mustangs have really scripted a great first quarter.
Yeah, I agree. Besides missing the extra point, pretty much perfect right now. It is vital, though, that we punch this in for 6. We don't need an extra point, or excuse me, a field goal attempt.
Joe, cross the middle. Ooh.
Lucky there to live to fight another down there. That was a late throw and behind him.
Intended for Streeter. It'll fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 1. Wagner, I think, is going to leave the offense on the field. I think they're going to go for it.
I agree. Right now, first quarter, Poto 14. Broken Bow 3. That's a game of importance because most likely we win this game, we're going to the winner of that game next week.
Yeah, that is for a district championship to the district that's just south of us. Oh, man. Back up 5 yards.
Yeah, and that's how you lose big-time games right there.
Yep.
Put you in a tough spot.
I think that
We're
was.
going to call timeout.
I think that was Langbing. Just came out of his stance too soon, so the Mustangs will take timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Five seconds clicked off the second quarter. The Mustangs just on a false start now in a 4th down and 6 position. Looks like he's still got the offense on the field. So Wagner's going big or go home tonight, and you got to. You've had the momentum in the first half. Your offense is clipping pretty good, so leave him on the field. Trimble in the Wildcat formation. Mustangs have 3 receivers. They're going to bring Joe being chased.
Get there, Joe. Not going to get there, is he?
Nope. So the Mustangs will turn over on downs, but Bristow is back in pretty deep field position for the Mustang defense. Boy, you got him on a turnover and you just couldn't make anything happen.
Yeah, that penalty just proved to be too much to overcome there on 4th down. You go from 4th and a couple feet. Now you're behind.
And that's a momentum killer because you were 4th down and inches. Hand the ball to Trimble. He's going to get your first down. More than likely you're going to go in and score.
Absolutely.
You can't make undisciplined mistakes like that when you play a team of this caliber. You know, they're a top team in the district. You could argue they're a top team in the state. And when you play teams like this, you have to play perfect football.
Handoff up the right side, going to stretch forward, but that's kind of dangerous on his part.
Yeah. A couple scores of note. Collinsville, 9-0, looking to cap off a perfect regular season and a district title. They're 21-0 over 7-2 Talbot. Collinsville just continues to steamroll. Same as McAllister. They're 9-0. They're 22-0 over Will Rogers.
I would anticipate it. Anything can happen because 5A does have Bishop McGinnis.
Yep.
That is one. Will this be 5 in a row, Blake, if they win it this year?
If Carl Albert wins,
Carl Albert,
it's
yeah, sorry,
it's going to be 6 in a row.
I just kind of feel like McAllister. Like if I had to put money on it today, McAllister's playing some good football. Quarterback just going to keep it.
Oh, got a
He's going to break a tackle.
Got to take the
there's
angle
one
here.
guy that's got an angle. If he can't catch him. Finally, Max Hale, along with Trimble, will get him down. Big plays are going to shoot yourself in the foot. You had the momentum, and now you just gave up 70 yards.
Yeah, and that was a pass play. He's rolling out to the right and was just able to stick his foot in the ground and cut back and be athletic and just be faster than us, unfortunately.
The defense talked about don't give up big plays. Don't give up big plays. Keep your chin up, regroup, catch your breath, and let's hold them. Let's keep them out of the end zone.
This is a huge opportunity for us and for Bristow, if that matter, to regain so much of what they lost in the first quarter because they did not expect being down 6-0 coming into the second. And so for us to be able to get a stop right here, we'll regain a lot of momentum.
Last time Bristow had the ball, they turned it over.
Good job there. Good job by senior Brody Sappington, Colin Schrader scraping down, and then Aiden Trimble coming to clean up the mess. So good job there. That's one of their kind of deceptive plays there.
The best thing there was Brody Sappington being in an assignment, but then we saw 2 more gold hats just flying to the football to help out. And that's crucial when you play a team that has team speed and athleticism like this, is you have to get multiple people to the football to make a tackle.
I agree. Number 3, Charles Ware is a big-time playmaker for them. So,
A little bit of an option, flips out to Antonio Givens. He'll be brought down, no gain on the play.
Great job. Love to see number 5, Patrick Miller, fighting off a block. Looks like he's fighting off a hold there to go make the play, and that's big time. 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. Super huge down. It has been a big down for us all year.
9:36 till halftime. Pirates will bring in a big receiver, number 6, Dusty Campbell. He's a big, tall kid, too. Number 18, another big receiver for them.
Yeah, 18's big. They list him as a tight end. He's a big boy.
Quarterback to pass under some pressure. Gonna get him.
Great job. You saw freshman Jaden Tanner in on that. And again, some big boys in the middle. Gabe Grazier and Colin Schrader just kind of being dominant right now.
Man, nobody touched him. Came off that right side with some speed. Gosh, loss of 3.
They're going to go. That's not, as good as they are. Here they are 9-1, 1 loss to Grove. They're not amazing on long distance, and they're going to try to kick another one. They got the win now. This is a 45-yard field goal.
Ryder Goodwin.
No good.
No good. How about that? The Mustang defense twice has got to stand. Mustang magic, sometimes the ball's got to bounce your way in terms of turnovers and your opponent missing some field goals. So you had a chance to go up by 2 scores. Penalty, shot you in the foot, couldn't convert the 4th down. They get the ball, big play. You think they're going to score. You still have the lead 6-0.
Yeah, a great job by Coach Rowe and the defense. After you said we gave up a 70-yard kind of scramble play, and the next 3 plays they went backwards. And so just a great way to respond on that big kind of sudden change, and just everything working right now.
Mustang offense on the field, 3 receivers, man in motion. Just going to do what we do, hand it off to Trimble up the left side.
Yeah,
Not much there.
They did a good job on the left side. He broke a few tackles, and then someone submarined him low. So gain of a yard.
We talked a little bit about that game below us between Poto and Broken Bow. Poto's undefeated. Broken Bow lost 1 game, but that was to Class 5A McAllister, who is undefeated. Will more than likely make a big run in the playoffs in Class 5A. Joe going to screen pass out to Trimble. Just not a lot there. So Poto and Broken Bow tonight are playing really for a district championship. I would imagine, and that's a little bit outside of the Tulsa media coverage. TJ and Eckert and I talked about that in the pregame show, but I'd imagine that's pretty fired up.
Oh, for sure. I guarantee
and that's a rivalry
down there. They're the biggest things going down there in that area of the state. So big 3rd down here for the Mustangs.
4 receivers for the Mustangs.
They look like they're going to bring some pressure off this edge.
Yep, you've got 9 seconds, 8 seconds on the play clock. Mustangs going to change the formation. You better hurry or take a timeout. Hand off to Trimble. Kind of a
man, if that's a draw play, if he's able to hit that, it's there. We just wasn't able to get past that initial surge, and we're going to have to punt.
He was kind of handed the ball low, so his body got low. Somebody grabbed his legs, and there was just nothing there. Mustangs will actually lose a yard, 4th and 10, with 7:02 left to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, you'll have the Mass Band. The middle school band joins in with the Stallion Battalion tonight, so we'll broadcast that.
Dangerous snap. Good punt.
Take a little bit of a Mustang bounce, almost to midfield, but it'll stop the 47-yard line. Mustang not as productive on that drive as they have been. You're gonna have to you keep possession of the ball. You want to make first downs and move the chains and keep the Bristow offense off the field.
Absolutely. And I think the difference there, what you saw was first down. We're only able to go, gain a yard on first down, kind of set us behind the pace, so to speak. The other drives, we've been able to get some chunk plays on first down. So, score of notice is leading right now 9-6 over Cleveland. Doesn't say what quarter.
First down and 10 for the Pirates. Quarterback keep up the middle.
Good job by Schrader. Scraping off, finding the ball.
Gain of 4 is going to bring up.
Interesting score. Fort Gibson 18-0 over Hilldale. We've played Hilldale. Obviously, they're very good. We scrimmaged Fort Gibson, and we'll open the season next year with Fort Gibson. So that's a big time score for.
Season will actually open on 0 week, though SSAA has allowed that, and so it lets you play your 3 non-district games. Take a week off before you hit district play. So kind of excited about that. Hot. Yeah. It's gonna be hot.
It'll be warm. It's always warm when we scrimmage Fort Gibson. So we're just going to replace that scrimmage with the game.
Hand off up the middle.
Appears to be short.
It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Pirates.
Big time play here, Blake. 3rd and 1. No one really has momentum right now. I'd say it's kind of quieted down here. 5:48 left.
Yes, and I think even if they end up getting this first down, it's so important that we're making them go 3 to 4 downs to get a first down, to make them earn it, not be able to get 10, 11, 12 plays in one play.
3rd down and 1, handoff up the middle. Nope, actually he kept it around the right side. Boy, fooled me. Knocked him out of bounds, but he'll get about 22 on the carry. That's rough Oologah High School math.
Yes. Yeah, and again, that's just the deception that Blake was talking about before the game, and definitely worked for him on that occasion. But I agree with Blake. We're making them work. They're having to use their ball skill, which is what caused them to put the ball on the turf earlier, so maybe we can do it again. Under 5.5 to play.
Ball on the 17-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Pirates. Mustangs have everybody in the box. Man in motion decides to go back.
Big time hit in the middle. Not sure who that was.
Nothing there. Gain of maybe a half a yard. 2nd down and long.
Gabe Grazier. Gabe Grazier's been a stalwart all season, but tonight he is extra fired up, senior night. Saw his dad out there for senior night in his Oologah Letterman jacket. So a lot of long blue line on that blood.
2nd down and 9. One receiver will come out to the near side. Joe will cover him. Pass over the right side. Max Hale in coverage.
Max is down.
Max is slow to get up.
He's not going to get up, so they're going to call time. Be anxious to see what that was. Looked like an arm tackle. Wasn't a real violent collision, but
I think it could be something lower body, the way he kind of slid down when they were going out of bounds.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm a long ways away from it, but it's just kind of what I saw. He went down awkwardly.
Good job, though, to wrap him up, keep him from getting the first down. Probably look for Ashton Wright to come in and relieve him. Hopefully he's all right and we'll be able to shake it off and come back.
Well, we've got an injury timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
And you see Max Hale, the injured Mustang, getting a little help.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like an ankle or a knee. He's not wanting to put any weight on it right now. So, don't want to speculate, but
they'll get him off the field. The Pirates, 3rd down and 3. Big 3rd down play for the Mustang defense. They've stood tall tonight. They've kept Bristow out of the end zone so far. Man in motion. He's going to get the first down to about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal for Bristow.
Yeah, and that was the first time really up the middle they've been able to gain some substantial yardage. Their offensive line did a good job firing off the ball. Maybe we didn't get as good a jump off the snap as we have been, but testament to them.
1st and goal. Ball at the 1.5-yard mark. They've got about 17 tight ends in the formation. Hand off up the middle. Looks like he'll get in.
And again, that's okay. They're 8-1 for a reason. They're a good team. We made them march down, pick up several 3rd downs. I think that holds well for us and gives us some confidence.
Cash Henson was a running back, ball carrier. We'll record a touchdown in the official books. Ryder Goodwin, their kicker, ball down, kick on the way, it's up. He's missed 2 field goals tonight, but he'll knock the PAT through the uprights with 4 minutes left. Pirates have a 1-point lead, 7-6. Mustangs did miss a PAT after we scored our first touchdown on the first drive of the game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but there's a lot of game left, so remains to be seen how that's going to affect the game. But we had a chance to capitalize down there a couple drives ago. Jump off, or we false start, really killed that drive, and you saw the end of it there. But plenty of time for us to do what we do and march down and get some points on the board and get some momentum, and we're going to get the ball after half. So any type of score here that gives us a lead is going to give us some big-time momentum.
Shout out to some junior high choir students just finished with their district performance, and several students have moved on to the second round of all-state auditions. Soprano 1, Macy Becker, Layla Riley, and Avery Wright. Bass 2, Malachi Buchanan and Ty Lothar. And second round of all-state will be in just a couple of weeks, so shout out to some of our junior high choir kids. Junior high basketball kicks off with the tournament at Claremore Sequoia next week. Be playing over there Monday through Thursday. So round ball.
Yep,
it's time.
It is time. High school's had some scrimmages.
Oh.
Almost got caught with a knee down. Good job there, though.
Tanner
to hold
on the
blocks.
return. Kind of botched the catch, but was able to make do with it. So the Mustang offense come out. You really need to be effective here. You need to move the chains. And I think, Blake, this first down is probably the most important first down because you got to get some momentum moving back again in your offense.
Yes, there's a big statistic, and I don't know what the percentage is, but when you get a first down, your first down is such a crucial in determining of you scoring or not. And so this is just a big set of downs here.
Streeter really has a guy 10 yards off of him. So the Mustangs want a timeout.
Wagner's upset with something. We didn't align something correctly there.
We'll take a timeout, too. We'll be back with more right after this.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
.353 left to play till halftime. Mustangs trail by 1. First down and 10. Manny in motion. Handoff up the left side. He's going to gain about 4. Good first down yardage. You stay on rhythm.
Yeah, that's more what we were doing in those first drives, gaining 4 or 5 yards on first down. Makes them have a two-way go, so to speak. We can run the ball. We can pass the ball. We got behind on the last drive. We only gained 1.
Second down and 5, so you're on schedule. You got a lot of options when you're second and 5 as opposed to second down and 10.
An update on Max Hill, it is his left knee they're looking at.
Going to come around. See a flag come in. More than likely a holding.
Yep.
Usually where that laundry lands. So that's one of those penalties that'll just shoot you in the foot.
Yeah, because now if they accept this, we're looking at probably 2nd and 15, 3 minutes left.
He's showing holding, asking Bristow if they want to decline it or.
Yeah, it looks like you almost always take that, even though we didn't really gain much there.
So Bristow's going to take the penalty. Brings up second down. Put you now behind the chains. You were on schedule. Now you're behind the chains. And, boy, second down and 16's a long play.
It is. You don't need it all right now. You just need to get to third manageable. Let's say like 3rd and 8, something less than 3rd and 10.
Braxton Moore to this side of the formation. A.J. Streeter to the far side.
It is interesting. Looked like they were trying to bring a corner blitz there.
Braxton Moore for the catch. Be knocked out of bounds.
I think he got about 5.
Yep. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Mustang offense.
This is dangerous territory. Obviously, you want to be aggressive. Don't want to turn the ball over on your own end. Look for them to bring some pressure.
Wasn't a screen, but a very safe play to Braxton. He's a big, tall target, too.
Yeah, big body. Worked really hard this season. So
15 seconds on the play clock Braxton and AJ will go to the far side. Looks like they're going to roll that way with JoJo. Just going to tuck and run, knock out of bounds. Pick up about 4, not enough.
That's a situation where you don't want him to go out of bounds. He's got to know where the clock is there, get down, make them use a timeout.
4th down and 8 for the Mustangs as we'll bring the punt team on. Last time Bristow almost got to him. Nate Morrow does the punting duties for the Mustangs, so we want to make sure that play out.
We're going to decline it. We're going to go to 4th down. Interesting. Every other time they've been in this situation, they went for the field goal. They do have the wind here. They're going to look to go for it, or at least call it, try to get us to jump offside. This is where you got to be disciplined.
Colin Schrader will come in for the Mustangs, not left end.
Big time play right here.
Mustangs play with 4 down linemen most of the night. Got 2 receivers out. Man in motion. They jumped early. Yeah, they sure did.
Yep, absolutely. And they've been really close. They've been firing off the ball.
I'm telling you.
That's a big time mistake.
Trying not to, I'm biting my lip, but I'm telling you. They got a guy that moves early every time. So that'll move it back. 4th down and 9. Don't know if that changes what Bristow will do.
Okay, looks like we're had a little audio trouble. Looks like maybe we're back now. Thank you, Mrs. Conley. She's like part of the team here. She lets us know when things aren't going.
Conley's my neighbor, and the internet out on 4060.
I think she's actually here working the ticket booth. Big time 4th down.
4th down. He's going to go for it. Going to look.
Oh, that's way over.
overthrown.
Yeah.
That Mustang defense for the 3rd time tonight is going to hold.
And it's a big time field position. I know we only have 1:18.
Use it.
And I guarantee you we'll start off with a run here. But if we can get a big chunk play, maybe even push to a 1st down off this first down play, you're going to see us go fast and go try to get some points.
Use it, yeah. You're in your minute and 18 offense. See if you can't get down, get some points on the board, take the lead going into halftime, and Bristow didn't anticipate any of that.
Mrs. Conley said, yeah, well, they are in the ticket booth, but you are correct about the internet out there.
Oh, I know all too well about 4060 internet woes. Joe going to hand it off. Trimble looking for a block.
We weren't able to really seal it there.
They'll give him forward momentum, say no gain on the play.
Clock continues to run. A minute.
Mustangs have
5.
a timeout. Don't think they'll use it here. No. Oh, we've got some yapping on the other side, so.
Let's hope it's on them. That'd be, if this is unsportsmanlike on them, gives us 15. We're going to go.
And it stops the clock, which is what you needed.
If it's on them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're subbing somebody out. They didn't like what's up. He's going to get an earful by his coach.
That's huge. Great field position for the Mustangs.
Game of interest, Tuttle 9-0, who gave Wagner their biggest run for their money last year, is currently trailing at home 13-7.
Whoa.
Blanchard, which is a really good team. They're
Very good
7-2,
team.
ranked number 10 in 4A, so don't want to forget about that game.
Moves the ball to the other side of midfield. The Mustangs, first down and 10. Joe's going to come in motion. Going to reverse it.
This is there.
He's got some room.
First down.
First down. It'll stop the clock momentarily.
Good job, Aiden Trimble and Gabe Grazier getting down the field.
Just sealing that block. Ashton Wright on the carry for the Mustangs.
You can't script a block like that for Aiden Trimble. He locked on his guy and just was pumping his feet and driving it backwards. Clock's now under 50 seconds.
In the Wildcat again. Going to bring Joe in.
It's there. It's there. Get there.
Braxton. Oh. Man, pass intended for Braxton Moore. Caleb Alexander will knock it away for Bristow. But I tell you what, the Mustangs have brought the whole playbook tonight.
Yeah, and that ball perhaps a hair underthrown. He had
to slow down for it, yep.
But let's not discount their team speed. He was able to catch up to that.
Second down, 10, 36 seconds on the clock till halftime. Mustangs trail by 1. You got Trimble in the backfield. Joe in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle.
You're going to see us call timeout. 30 seconds.
31 seconds left on the clock. Wagner walks on the field, talk to the team. They've taken a timeout. We'll take one as well.
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
31 seconds left on the clock till halftime. Hello, everybody. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt. The Mustangs have called timeout to talk it over. It's third down. Scoreboard says second down. The guy on the far side says third down.
Yeah, it's third down. We missed on first down. That kind of reverse pass from AJ. We're able to gain 3 on second down, and we're out of timeout, so that's big if we were able to pick up the first down here.
You stop the clock momentarily, and you would have another shot at it.
Yeah. This is where all those hours of practice come into play because there's so many different scenarios here. Do we go fast if we get the first down? Do we go fast if it's 4th and 1?
Man in motion. Joe looking for Streeter.
That has to be pass interference.
Yes.
Well, now we got a tackle, boys. Well, Gabe's going to help us out there. That was pass interference. I know they're doing a good job, but some guys hit him when the ball was about 5-10 yards in the air.
So one of my goals for next season is to have instant replay.
Yeah, we've had
It'd be
officials.
nice to go back and look at that.
And we've had great officials, but
sure.
We
not
had
instant replay for them, but for us, you could go back and
see that.
Look and see. But man,
definitely
it sure
looked like
okay,
his momentum was broke right at the goal line, and that's an instance where we're going to take a shot and no harm, no foul, as long as we're able to make plays and tackle here.
18 seconds left. Bristow will take over. Horrible field position for them in terms of trying to create anything. If you're the Mustang defense, everything stays in front of you. No big plays. Don't let them take any jumps down the field.
Yeah, and with the ball movement that they use is deception. There's always a possibility to get it on the ground as well, too. So that pitch, got to tackle.
Joe's going to bring him down on the far side. He'll get the first down.
10.6 on the clock. They're going to go quick. Again, I bet you see another rocket toss out of them trying to get out and use their athletes, and we just got to tackle one more time. Clock ticking below 10.
You got Streeter back at midfield, just kind of that safety valve, make sure nothing.
2.7.
Pass intended for Peyton Brown. He dropped it. Second down and 10. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to Coach as he heads into the locker room, get his thoughts.
See freshman Brad Hoisington going in. As I know they like him kind of in that safety role. We're going to go 2 deep safeties and nothing behind you, gentlemen.
Ty Cherry will come off for the Mustangs. Nothing gets behind you.
Nothing behind you, and he's a good freshman athlete. He can run. I bet you see him hand it off here. Yep.
You'll hear the horn in the background of the clock expiring at half. So the Mustangs have put on a heck of a fight. You've let some opportunities slip through your hands, but they trail by 1 as Bristow's here. 7, Mustangs are 6. Blake, tackle the head coach, see if you can get him.
All right, Coach Wagner, big game. You guys are playing with a lot of emotion. There's a lot riding on this. What are your thoughts going into halftime?
Well, I mean, I love how our kids are playing. I mean, it makes me proud as a coach to watch them fight. We had a chance. I don't know why we rose up and threw the football on 3rd and 1. We're just handing it off. We're running inside zone insert. I don't know what happened there. And then we froze them and we jumped. We end up in 4th and 6, calling a trick play in a situation we shouldn't have been in. So I feel like we gave 7 points away right there. But that being said, you know, they've missed 2 field goals. Kids are fighting hard. We got the ball to start second half. We got some things that we like. We just got to get to it, keep a drive alive. We cannot have penalties and be behind the sticks. They're too good defensively for that.
Thanks, Coach. Mustang Magic's real.
Mustang Magic is real. Quick score to update you. Big score of interest for us. Cleveland on the road at Catoosa. Catoosa leads that one 16-7. Our cheerleaders are on the field getting ready to perform, and I'm just going to let the stadium mic have it so you can enjoy that as the Stallion Battalion going to get ready to march in mass band as well. Be back with more. Here's our cheerleaders. Let's go.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. The Mustangs trail by a missed PAT. The Bristow Pirates have come to town. They're on top 7-6. And taking the field now is the Stallion Battalion, but they've got some help tonight. It's what we call mass band, and they have the 6th, 7th, and 8th. So the middle school bands have joined in with the high school band tonight, and so it's what we call mass band. They're going to play some of the pep tunes, and we're just going to let you enjoy that. When we come back, we'll have some of our first half stats. We'll talk about our Raising Cane's Mustang Difference Player of the Week, some other fun stuff coming up in just a little bit. So we're going to take one quick break, and when we come back, we'll send you to the field for the Stallion Battalion Mass Band. We'll be back right after this.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you will feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. With 14 minutes left till we kick off the second half, Mustangs trail by a point. Taking the field now is the Mustang Mass Band, and so we're going to turn on the field mic and let you enjoy that. We'll be back with more of our halftime show in just a little bit, but for now, enjoy the Stallion Battalion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Oologah Stallion Battalion Marching Band.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. So this is the part of the football season where marching bands are done.
Correct.
There's a time where both bands want to perform. They want to be under the lights. They want to, because they've got competition going on. But by the time you get to game 9 and 10, they're like, if we march, it is what it is.
Yeah, let's just have fun. Exactly.
So we have 5 minutes and 20 seconds clicking off the talk, and there's nothing going on for us to broadcast. So here we are. Let's take a look at our first half stats. And I got to tell you, the first quarter for the Mustangs, you couldn't have scripted any better. Your defense played solid. They got the job done. Your offense, that first possession, marched right down the field, did what they wanted to do, scored a touchdown, couldn't tack the PAT on. But that's that missing point. It's not that the Mustangs have scored 2 field goals tonight. It's just we missed a PAT. Bristow kind of let one get away from us, so they're on top 7-6.
Yeah, great first half though. Like you said, big missed extra point right now would be 7-7. I think a lot of great things to highlight at halftime. You look at the stat sheet. We had 155 total yards to Bristow's 231. I think that was exacerbated a little bit by that end of the second quarter. We had a couple drives didn't go anywhere. They had a couple. I mean, they had that 170-yard kind of big gash run play.
And that pads the stat sheet.
Yeah, we have 21 rushing attempts for 103 yards, which is a good average, and 4 for 7 throwing the ball, 52 yards. We do have the 1 INT, but that was really at the end of the half, and I won't hang that one on JoJo too bad. The receiving, A.J. Streeter had the 1 catch for 37 yards. We're going to need to see that again and see some bigger plays. Running the ball, our biggest gash was Ashton Wright. He's got 3 attempts for 30 yards. Hayden Trimble is our rock, though, 12 attempts for 54 yards. So, and the penalties are equal. Been a pretty clean game, minus the 1 turnover, Blake.
Yes, it has. The turnover and then the couple penalties we really stubbed our toe on, and it's really hurt us on our drives. But if you notice, anytime we don't get a penalty, we're moving the ball really well, and we're stopping them from moving the ball. As a whole, we're playing really good football. This is probably some of the best football I've seen us play all season.
Yeah, playing very disciplined, playing hard. Sorry, Brent.
Well, no, the Mustangs have had 2 punts on the night.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're moving the ball, you're being effective, your defense, so you've got some breaks. They missed a couple of field goals, but your defense has really played good. You've kept them in third down and long.
Yeah, they've missed field goals, but they were 40-yard plus field goals. I mean, those are big-time high school field goals. I will say I view that penalty as kind of a turnover there. It's fourth and a foot. We kind of lunge and jump, and now we're at fourth and, over 5, and we're not able to convert. But
I got to tell you, the Mustang offense has been very prolific tonight.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of creative stuff where Joe's out in a slot, then he comes in motion. Aiden in the Wildcat hands him the ball. They can pass out of that. They can run with it. It kind of gives you several different options. And I just think they've thrown the playbook out tonight.
Yeah, and you've seen that more and more over the last 3 or 4 games. I think the coaching staff has felt more comfortable. We've been able to move the ball more. And Blake hit on something. When we get a first down, we're going to go quick, and we're going to look to put points on the board. And so that's going to be pivotal in the second half. We got to get a first down, get the ball going downhill, and then just outscore them. It's a 0-0 game, essentially. We just got to score more points than them in the second half, and we win, and we're on to the playoffs.
Bristow has played some great football all season long with district rival Wagner. They won that game. Wagner here beat the 52 to 0 of us. It got ugly, and so I tell you what, you're in this thing, and you're right. It's a 0-0 ball game. What you don't want to do is you don't want to give up some of those big plays. You don't want to give up your momentum and stay in this thing. Come out fired up. Blake, you were on the sideline when those guys were headed into the locker room. What's the temperature of the team? Is their head held high? I mean, they got to believe they're in this thing with a chance to win it.
They do, and I think it showed when we talked to Coach Wagner, that just kind of attitude of they know that they're in the right spot. They've put themselves to have an opportunity in this second half to go win a football game. We've been in a few football games like the Wagner game where we just didn't even have the opportunity coming out into the second half to win this. But we get the ball back here, and we just have set ourselves in the right spot to go out and be successful tonight.
Normally, our first change of possession or timeout in the third quarter, we honor our Raising Cane's Mustangs Difference Maker of the Week. But here's we wrap up the halftime show. Kevin, very special lady that, man, I'm telling you, long-time Mustang, difference maker for decades.
Yeah. Everybody knows Betty O'Donnell. Everyone calls her Betty O. One of the first community members that I met when I got hired. But this week's Mustang Difference Maker is, in fact, Betty O'Donnell. She was a longtime kindergarten teacher here in Oologah. Her husband, Coach O, as he was affectionately known, longtime teacher, coach here in Oologah. She was the 1992-93 Oologah-Talala Public School Teacher of the Year and has long been a fixture in the schools and the community. You'll see her at everything. She can be seen supporting the schools in a number of ways. She was recently just at the FFA Fish Fry where I bought one of her wonderful coconut cream pies. Everyone loves that. Yeah, she's great. She has 2 daughters. Both went to school here, Jamie and Cindy. They're both Oologah grads. She has 5 grandkids, Lexi, Lindley, Austin, Jason, Wyatt. Wyatt is the one I know the best because he was a senior my first year here. He's a 2018 grad of Oologah High School and is the school's most recent national champion. He won a national championship in FFA and community development and entrepreneurship. Miss O'Donnell, we love you and we thank you for all that you do and all that you have done for Oologah. I know just in my building, I think there's 5 teachers that had her as a kindergarten teacher. So that's a legacy right there.
If you can ever get her to tell some of those stories.
I know.
Of when her and Coach O first moved here, they're just like teary-eyed. I mean, just emotional because they talk about Oologah back in the day and getting hired here and just the prestige of being a Mustang. And I'm telling you what, you cut her, she bleeds blue.
Yeah, she is all in and just a great person, obviously. Like I said, just a great legacy of Mustangs. I have 5 in my building that had her, and I know there's more in other buildings. So, Betty, we love you, and we appreciate all you do.
She is our Raising Cane's Difference Maker of the Week. And I got to tell you, this has been one of my favorite segments this season, just celebrating the Mustang family culture. Some of them have been, we honored a teacher that, unfortunately had COVID issues and passed away, but because of their legacy, because of their life, man, we are who we are as a community, and this is a very special place. It really is. When you look across these stands, there are people that their grandkids are now a part of this, but there's also people that choose to move here.
Yeah.
In 1987, when the Kellogg family moved here, we specifically chose Oologah Public Schools for its reputation and for just what it was as a school district. It's a special, special place, and it's administrators and teachers and people like the O'Donnells that make this place awesome.
Yeah, I've heard you talk passionately about when it was time for you with your kids to move back.
Yeah.
And I know for me and Shelly, it was important to look and find the best fit for our kids. You know, I got a 7th, 8th, and 9th grader this year, which is crazy. And they wouldn't want to be anywhere else, and I wouldn't want them anywhere else. And we love our school, and we love our community, and we love being a part of it.
Now that's some cool music right there.
I think I know what's coming.
Normally, in the middle of the third quarter, we would have our segment, How Cool is Kevin? But I got some time on my hands, and so
let's get it.
I only got a couple of words, so Blake, you might even have to bail me out while you're down there. So the first term.
By the way, I was 3 for 3 last week. If you're keeping score at home,
he was on point.
Blake, you're keeping score at home. I'm 3 for 3.
He was on point. Normally he misses one. Normally, he's 1 out of
2 for
3. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
66.7%. That's pretty solid.
And you graduated high school in
97.
And this has got a strong 90s vibe.
Oh, okay.
I hate that I wait till game 10 to come up with the How Cool is Kevin theme song.
It's a vibe for sure.
First word's bop.
Bop. So if something bops, like if a song bops, that means it has great energy. You're into it. It's awesome. It bops.
Blake, you're cool. Do you even know? I mean, is he right?
Yes, he is.
Let's go, Blake.
So
you say that so hesitantly. Like you want me to be wrong. You're rooting for me to be wrong, Blake.
No, I know. It's not that I want you to be wrong. It's just the fact that when you reel off 66.7% cool, it just really just downgrades your cool.
Well, I don't know what it is. Just mean so, Blake. I hope you know this one because I failed to get the definition. So, Chad.
Oh, if you're a Chad, so everyone knows Karen, right? And we don't call names in the Hogue household, but a Chad is just someone that's easily agitated. Man, they're going to come up and get in your business and tell you what to do and just nitpick you about every little thing. Just like a Karen, it's the boy version.
Got to be right.
Is he on point?
Yep.
All right.
You need another one?
I need another one.
I have it.
All right, last
so this
one.
came
This
from
is the
Gavin,
last.
just so you know.
Gav, okay.
The last How Cool is Kevin tournament.
Gavin likes to give me a hard time, by the way.
Yeah, so he wanted me to ask you I guess this is a new word kind of that everybody's using now, the football team. What does butter mean?
Butter? If something is butter, I think, isn't that like the new version of bussin'? Bussin' means like something's way cool, crazy cool. Butter?
How he explained it to me was so I guess it originated kind of from their tech decks, For those of you at home, a tech deck is like a mini skateboard that you use with your fingers. It's going crazy right now.
It is.
But anyways, and it's like you do a cool trick with your tech deck and you land it really smooth. Butter. Like smooth as
I
butter.
can give you
so
credit
that's
for that
what
one,
it is.
Hogue. You're 2 for 3 tonight. So
66.7% again if you're keeping score. The tech decks, I don't know where they came from. They
oh
were
my
a
lord!
Thing
Had
10,
to go to
15 years
Target
ago.
2 weeks ago to get it.
They're all over the place.
They're all over the
at
place.
lunch, and it's just good, clean fun. They're
My
just playing
freshman daughter
wanted a tech deck.
She's like, Dad, it's just a thing in leadership. I'm like, all right, you had me.
It's a thing everywhere. I think that's fun.
Well, the Bristow Pirates are set to kick it away. The Mustangs will get the ball to start the second half. Street.
A little fake end around.
Bring it out to about the 28-yard line. So good field position for the Mustangs.
Good discipline by number 7, Cash Henson, senior running back linebacker. We kind of ran a little fake there. Like you said, we're letting it all hang out tonight.
Cherokee Nation Game of the Week. Thank them for their support of Mustang football. Some of our other great sponsors, Bradford Minerals, Subway, Daylight Donuts, Edwin Evers Pecans, Burn Propane, and Froman Propane. Thank you guys for your support of all the Mustang athletics and activities. Handoff coming this way to Trimble. Get knocked out of bounds. Gain of a long 6.
And we really need to go get points, get some momentum, get the crowd going again. But I think we're going to look back at the end of the game and be able to look at this first drive of the second half by the Mustang offense as pivotal one way or the other.
Great crowd in the stands tonight. And Mom, I'm sorry. This is how crowded it is. I had to wait in line to go to the bathroom at halftime. It's been a hot minute. And so good crowd in the stands tonight. A.J. Streeter will go in motion handoff again. Trimble behind his blocker, fighting hard. They're going to give him some forward momentum. I think he might even got the first down.
Yeah. And again, the most non-exact play in sports is the mark. And it's kind of rub of the green if you're a golfer. You win some, you lose some. And we definitely got a good spot there. And we're off and running. So I think you'll see the offense go a little quicker and try to hit him for a big play here.
First down and 10. That first down on a drive is so important. 2 receivers to the far side. You got Braxton Moore. Up, Joe's just going to keep it. Gain of 6 on the carry.
Yeah, he did a good job there because they definitely had the outside there. He did a good job reading the defensive end and keeping it because they had Aiden covered. And he's able to get 6-7 yards on first down. And that's when we've been successful. When we've been able to gain 4, 5, 6 yards on first down, we've been able to sustain drives.
They'll give him 7. It's 2nd down and 3. The ball's at the 46-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, Braxton Moore and A.J. Streeter. Trimble in the backfield. High snap, hands off to Trimble. He'll cross the first down, get an extra yard too. So the Mustangs will move the sticks, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and you can see the Pirates. They're making the play, but they're also going for the ball. So,
yeah, they're stripping heavy.
They're going for the ball.
And that can hurt you as a Mustang, but can also hurt you as a defender if you're too busy trying to strip the ball. A guy can break away from you and break a tackle.
Yeah, if you don't get 2 guys to the ball with Aiden, you're not going to bring him down with just arms, especially tackling the ball. Potential for a big play there.
Ashton Wright's going to come in. They'll bring Brody Sappington out. So 3 receivers for the Mustangs. They'll bring Ashton in motion. He's going to hand off around the left side. Looks like maybe a gain of 3 on the carry.
Coach Wagner urging those outside receivers to sustain their blocks just a little bit longer. He definitely liked what he saw there to the short side of the field. We just weren't able to sustain the blocks, but good solid gain there on first down. And using the width of the field, so not just going up the middle, making the Pirates defend the entire field.
2nd down and 7. Braxton Moore will go to the far side along with Ashton Wright. A.J. Streeter to the near side. Joe back to pass under a little bit of pressure. Gonna get his man.
No.
But he's gonna drop it.
And that he had to go down to the ground for that. JoJo would definitely like to have that one back. And that would have been enough for the first down. So
is that
big
Gavin
third down.
Salt, intended receiver?
No, that's Ashton Wright,
Ashton,
number 21.
okay.
Yeah, that was Ashton. He was coming out of the slot there. Same kind of pattern you saw Gavin run. It'd be interesting to see what we do on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down and 7. Mustangs move from right to left. They'll check off the line to the coaches, make sure they got the right play. 6 seconds on the play clock. Joe back to pass. Head intended for Streeter. He's got it.
Let's
to
go.
The 10, to the 5. Stampede, touchdown.
Great thrown ball, right over the fingertips. Number 33, Caleb Alexander. Really good defensive back for them. And again, that's a result. He's playing that deep safety. He's trying to come all the way over. They're living dangerously. They're gonna make us beat him with the pass. And that's your guy. That's Joe Griswold making a play.
Guys, I think the offense is going to stay on. I think the Mustangs want to even this thing up. I think they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, and I like this play. Got some momentum. Hit him for a big gash play. Let's get it 14-7.
You got Trimble. So the timeout.
And I don't hate that either. Let's make them burn a timeout early.
Yeah, absolutely. Bristow's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Our caregiver. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Be there emotionally and physically. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find care guides at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
A pitch and catch from JoJo Griswold to A.J. Streeter. After contact, A.J. will break it loose into the end zone, put 6 more on the board. The Mustang offense is still on the field because they're going to try to even this up and go for 2.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we missed an extra point early, got blocked, and so we're going to try to go up a full touchdown and an extra point right here.
So A.J. Streeter is on this side, Ashton Wright on that side. Aiden Trimble in the backfield. Ashton in motion. Joe going to roll out under some pressure. Got his guy in the end zone. Stampede. 2-point conversion to Brody Sappington. How about that?
Yeah, great 2-point conversion. Again, we're finding a creative way to maybe use some players and some plays, hitting the H-back, hitting that tight end position. I know for a fact that Coach Wagner and Brody have been staying late after practice one-on-one, working on that.
That's a big deal for a lineman.
Yeah, he's been working on that literally since week 1. And here we don't use it till basically our first playoff game, week 10, and great. And you heard the crowd going crazy. Some scores of note, we have a two-way go into the playoffs. If we win, we're in. That's definitely what we want to do. Right now, Catoosa is taking care of their business. They have to win to give them a chance, and they're up 16-6 over Cleveland at the half. Poto, which if we were to win, most likely we would go to the winner of Poto, Broken Bow, Poto all over Broken Bow, 28-3, and that's matching an undefeated team versus a one-loss team. So Poto definitely a really good team there. Cushing over Hera, 21-13 in the third quarter. Cushing's ranked number 4 in the state. They move into our district next year.
Yeah, and Bristow moves out.
Comparable teams, they do different things. Cushing's really loaded with a junior class. I know that for a fact. Got some good wrestlers.
So this may be the last time we face Bristow unless in a playoff situation.
Correct.
And that wouldn't happen in first round because typically we match with the district below us.
Correct.
Pooch kick to the far side.
It's
He'll touch it out of bounds.
That works for us.
Yeah, it does, so you don't have to take the penalty. They'll have decent field position. Spotted down at the 30-yard line as the Bristow Pirates will move from left to right. Mustang defense back in action, and I'll be honest with you, Mustang defense has been strong tonight.
They have been. I think it starts in the middle. I mentioned that triangle earlier. Gabe Grazier, Colin Schrader, Caden Smith. Really strong up the middle, and so that's forcing they're kind of handling that, not having to put any extra bodies in there, and that's really allowed us to make some plays.
So it's first down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Mustangs with 4 down linemen. Have a crazy formation, move left. He'll get out. Looks like enough for a first down. Nope, they're going to spot him just shy.
A sophomore, Caleb Alexander. Plays both ways, as do a lot of our Mustangs. Plays safety and running back / wide receiver.
Junior high basketball kicks off a tournament at Claremore Sequoia next week.
Yeah, I got 2 boys that'll be playing 7th and 8th grade basketball next week.
Time to get the round ball bouncing. Quarterback option. Going to get the first down out to the 46-yard line.
Coach Wagner
first and 10.
Asking for a hold there on the outside. Our guy was doing a good job trying to work through it. Ty Cherry being real active with his feet and was just getting held there on the edge. According to Bristow, just blocked really well. Depends on what color you're wearing tonight, what you think. If you're in blue, you think he was getting held. If you're in purple, it's a great block.
So it's first down and 10 for the Pirates. Again, running back.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. They'll lose.
We're going to get it. We got it. They couldn't scoop it up. Let's go.
Mustang magic, baby. Blake, how did it look from where you were standing?
That just is, we're just playing our butts off. There's no way around it. It's not been pretty at times, but we just are playing as hard as we can play, as hard as we have all season, and these seniors are leading this team into a future into the playoffs.
The Mustangs dove into that pile and were able to kind of knock it out because Bristow was trying to scoop it up.
2 Mustangs jumped on each other and were able to get it and gave us an opportunity.
Mustangs will go fast, handoff left side, got some blockers. He'll get the first down.
Big gash play there. Nate Morrow.
Gain of 11.
Blake, I know you're not much of a golfer, but we have a saying in golfing. There's no pictures on the scorecard. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters how many.
Handoff left side again. He'll be brought down.
Good job by number 18. He's definitely one of their big playmakers. Alex Winter, big senior tight end defensive lineman, able to run that down from behind.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Something to note, Bristow's offense is not made to play from behind. So you go down and score here, you make it a 2-possession game. And it's a big deal because Bristow's offense, and especially the way our defense has been playing, they're not a big throw-it-all-over-you team. They pound the rock, and it takes them a long time to drive down the field getting 3 or 4 yards at a time. So have to play from behind with a running clock is not optimal.
Riley Robinson comes into the line for the Mustangs. You got Trimble back in the Wildcat. Handoff left side.
Going to be close?
Going to be close.
And Blake, you're exactly right. People from this area, you remember the old Big 8 days and the early Big 12 days, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Nebraska was the same way, man. They were going to pound you. But if you could get up, it creates problems because that's not what they're designed to do. I know they can throw it a little bit, but out of that formation, you typically only have 1 wide receiver. Definitely not designed what they're designed to do. And
I think there's laundry on the field.
Yeah, we're going backwards.
We're going to go backwards.
That's just an unfortunate huge play because That's been our Achilles heel as much as anything, is stopping ourselves.
Boy, 2 times tonight you've had penalties, and that's going to put you way back behind the chains. My goodness.
Yeah, that's 10 yards from the spot. So judging on that, looks like it was a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And so we go from 3rd and 1
to second down and forever.
What,
2nd 21 is what the scoreboard says.
They definitely are shading higher over here against AJ now. They got number 33. He's been really on the hashes. Now he's on the numbers, so that's an adjustment they've made.
JoJo under pressure. He'll run to his right. In trouble. He'll lose 3. Man, just brought down speed from that Bristow defense. Number 10 caught him, Chandler Fortney.
Chandler Fortney plays running back linebacker. He's one of their playmakers, sophomore. And that's
man, that holding was a costly penalty.
Yeah.
Man, now you're 3rd down and forever.
Clock running, though, 14-7 Mustangs, 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. And I know we talked about early on in the year, but taking a sack is not ideal, but not giving an opportunity to turn the ball over is a big deal.
Streeter. He had a chance.
Yeah, we're trying to hit that bubble screen quick, and definitely going to be a punting
Number
situation
10 was
here.
past him on the field, so that safety would have had a chance. But when Streeter's got some space and got some speed, make you miss. So the Mustang putt team will come out. Guys, you had an opportunity there. This is the 2nd time tonight that a penalty has just literally taken points off the board. I feel like you keep moving the ball, you have the momentum, you're going to put something up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's another instance where if you watch any football, get down there.
Get down there.
Yes.
Oh, how about that? They're going to throw it down at the 1-yard line. So some special teams action. A.J. Streeter got there and got on it.
Are we going to be all right there? Yep, on the 1. Perfect. So one of the stats you see if you watch Sunday football, if you watch Saturday football, Blake, is points off turnovers. They've had 2 turnovers. We have not been able to convert that in any points.
Yes, and that's a crucial stat because we are winning the turnover battle, and the turnover margin is tipped our way. But it is important. You have to make them pay for those turnovers, and we haven't done a good job of capitalizing on that.
Now, the good thing here is we flipped the field position. So if we can get some –
this is where football becomes a chess match.
Yeah, if we can get some defensive line pressure here.
You're just limited in what an offense can do when you're on the 1-yard line. You don't want to throw here, so the predictable run – going to pick up a couple yards.
Yeah, they're not going to use any of their Houdini stuff there. They're just going to go quick fullback up the middle. That's a smart play. But we do a good job and limit it to maybe 3 yards, 2 yards.
It's Red Friday night, a home game for the Mustangs. RED, remember everyone deployed, and just a night to honor all of our military personnel abroad who've making the sacrifice and their families as well for the protection of our country.
Yeah, we definitely have a rich tradition. We have several every year in our graduating class that enlist, and we just appreciate all of you.
The score we've talked about earlier, Hilldale is now on top of Fort Gibson 28-25. That's on Squirtle, and Catoosa is now on top of Cleveland 23-6. It says it's in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Catoosa definitely taking care of their business, as are we currently. So it definitely looks like our two-way go is going to turn into a must-win here. So we need to finish this game off.
First down and 10 for the Pirates. 4:45, and clock is counting in the 3rd quarter. And I got to say, thanks to folks for providing my red shirt. I'm an Oklahoma State alum. We don't wear red in the Kellogg house. It's just not what we do. It's orange and black or blue and gold. Joe's got a chance to knock him out of bounds, and will. Big gain. Gain of about 25, 1st and 10 for Bristow. Number 1, Antonio Givens. He's had a couple of big plays tonight.
Yeah, we've been doing a good job this half. That's their first really big chunk play. That's unfortunate because, like I said, we had them first down on the 1, and here they are flipping the field position on us again. So,
but we've seen that before. They got the 70-yarder earlier
in
the first half, and our Mustang defense
took them backwards.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens.
2 receivers to this side. Quarterback's going to keep it on the option.
Yeah, and they got the edge again.
He's fast.
Oh.
I just don't think you got anybody on your roster that can catch him. Ashton Wright's not in there. And big plays. You know you got to limit big plays.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to go back and watch that one to the wide side of the field. We just didn't have anybody to set the edge out there. I don't know if we got somebody tripped up in traffic or what, but
well, they set the formation to this side, put their receivers on this side, and the wide side of the field was that way. When you got a speedster, he's going to utilize that grass to go, so all your defenders were kind of tucked on this side.
And a good job by their quarterback, Sutton Titsworth. That pitch hit him right in stride, and he was able to just crank it up.
Yep, one block and gone.
Oh, we get a block.
So the PAT for the Pirates is no good.
Looked like maybe Gabe Grazier getting through there and jumping over the pile. And,
the last time they kicked a PAT, Gabe got through. It still went in.
Yeah.
But he broke through that line, and so this time it'll work to our advantage. So the Mustangs retain a 1-point lead with 3:51 left to play in the third.
Big time. And again, there keeps us a little bit of momentum, quite honestly. We're winning 14-13. We marched down on our first drive of the first half. We're under 4 minutes to play. If we can put together another long drive and go down and score again, we're winning into the fourth quarter.
Mustangs still have their heads held high on the sidelines. Want to thank some of our great sponsors for their support, like Armstrong Bank. New to the community, but working right along beside you for more than 100 years. Glad to have them in Oologah. Advanced Homes, advancedhbi.com, building your dreams. Advanced family do a great job with home construction. If you're thinking about buying or building, give Brian and his team a call. They're our tailgate sponsor, have been for the last couple of seasons. Certainly appreciate Brian
they're
and
good
his fans.
supporters.
Good
you
people.
see them at junior high football. You saw them at Oologah. They open up their facility for the leadership team to do a great spook house, so really appreciate them.
Ryder Goodwin to kick it away for Bristow. Pooch kick to this side. Mustangs are going to run it back into the middle. Brought down about the 26-yard line. Jaden Tanner on the return for the Mustangs.
I really think that extra point, the missed extra point, is a lot more momentum than it really seems, because now they're still behind and our defense is doing good, and we go up and score and we just put 7, makes it an 8-point game.
Absolutely. Then you got to have a touchdown and a 2-point. So our 2-point conversion is huge.
Not a big golfer, very recreational golfer, but if there's a position on the football field that can relate to golf, it's that kicker.
Absolutely.
And missing a kick, man, gets between the ears.
He's missed 2.
Yeah.
And got 1 block. So that's definitely something to think about mentally going forward.
Trimble could not get loose, so he'll lose a yard, bring up 2nd down and 11.
Really important part of the game where we need to get a first down and love for us to get to the fourth quarter with the ball with the lead.
Yeah. Ashton Wright will check in for the Mustangs.
I think this is kind of the first time you've seen the Pirates come out with a little bit of pep on their step on their defense. The whole game we've really had them back on their heels.
Joe Anderson Petcher going to tuck and run right.
He slid and they went hard at the above the chest. That's a you see that call targeting on Saturday. So we'll take
That'll
it.
Move the chains.
Hopefully he's okay. He jumped up. And again, nothing malicious there by the Pirates. They're just playing hard, and
that flag goes high. Normally a holding, they throw down to the ground for the spot. So I think you're pretty safe. It's not a holding call. Yep, they're going to show it's against the Pirates.
Should be 15, Blake.
Personal foul. Yep, hit to the head, 15.
That gives us a fresh set of downs. It was going to be 3rd and kind of medium, so big penalty we need to take advantage of. We need to hit a play here. Looks like we're going to go Wildcat.
1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Handoff comes left. Got some room. Now there's where the flag goes into a holding.
Man, and I loved how he stuck that foot in the ground and hit that up the field instead of trying to get wide there, using his speed. And they, like you mentioned, they throw that to the spot because that's where they're going to march the 10 yards off.
Wagner kind of wants an explanation.
He just got a head nod.
Yeah, he got a head nod.
And I will say, we've had that Whitehead a lot. He's one of the most respected officials really in the States. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we probably hold.
1st down and 20 Mustang's going to change some personnel. Man, a couple of penalties just get you behind the chains.
Yeah, big penalty. We just traded a penalty for a penalty, unfortunately. So at least it's first down. Going to have to average 7 a play here to get a first down, though. They're going to bring some pressure, looks like, off the edge. Watch if they bring 33 on some pressure. Maybe we try to hit him over the top with AJ.
Fortunately, I think
Yeah,
Joe
they're gonna bring
saw
it.
that. He's under pressure, going to tuck and run. He won't get but about 4.
And that's one that you'd like to probably see him throw it up and give AJ a chance. He was covered, but one-on-one, I got to like AJ's chances there. But picked up some positive yards. Clock still running. 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
So their quarterback also, like ours, plays on defense, and
Yeah, he
he's
plays.
actually the guy that's covering Street. Joe going to go to Streeter.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. You got to. You got to take a shot. You got to give Streeter a chance to make a play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't hate that play call.
No harm, no foul. 1-on-1. If that ball's not overthrown just a touch, he probably comes down with it. So
A little too much air under it, gave the defender kind of time to adjust. And
a good job by Joseph, quite honestly. Mentioned this is his first year playing quarterback. Seeing that they're bringing the safety on a blitz, and you oftentimes try to hit that side for a big play, and that's exactly what he did. We just weren't quite able to make a play there.
$1:55 left in the third quarter as the Mustangs lead by 1. It's third down and long. They'll send Ashton Wright on the end around. He's going to get almost to midfield.
Yeah.
Bring up about a 4th down and 6 situation. I would suspect Mustangs are going to go for now. They're going to bring out.
Play a little field position. And I think that's an adjustment we've made with Ashton. He's hitting that more upfield, more on the hashes, and I like that because you really see his speed when he sticks that foot in the ground.
So 2 punters will do duties for the Mustangs. Jackson Burchett is out there now, but sometimes you'll see Nate Morrow with it. Plenty of time on the play clock. Mustangs are kind of lined up in a wonky punt formation. Is this a situation where they fake it? I don't think it is. I think the Mustangs are going to.
And again, that's a rugby-style kick. Coach Wagner's going to want that lower, not high.
Yeah. So, 1st and 10 for the
Coaching staff does a good
Pirates.
job with special teams. We have multiple looks on the kickoff, multiple looks with punts. That's just one where we just didn't execute it well and get it low.
Yeah,
and
you had an
kinda
opportunity to trap them back in their 10, 15-yard line and just couldn't get it done.
Okay, need the defense to step up and get the ball back here.
I am excited about Burchett. He's a sophomore.
Yep.
And you're going to have several years for him to develop his kicking game, handoff up the middle. Somebody needs to make a play. Boy, you got Grazier.
Again, that's just speed. We've seen that this season. We just do not have the speed if it gets out wide and we miss our assignment. That's a quick, sudden change of play right
That
there.
has been our Achilles heel all season long. I felt like Katusa just happened right in front of my eyes. I felt like Wagner just happened right in front of my eyes where a big play gets away from you and he gone.
Be interesting to see if they go for 2 here. I would suspect they do. Try to level that score at 1 score and an extra point. Katusa all over Cleveland at this point, 30-6. So we definitely know what we got to do here.
They are going to go for 2.
Again, if you're just joining us, they got a PAT blocked a moment ago. So they're only up 5 right now.
Quarterback.
Throw it.
Nope. No bueno.
Interesting decision there. I know they got a huge height advantage out here. They're using big number 18 over Ashton Wright. I mean, they might have 8 inches there, but Ashton doing a good job, and the only thing that was going to work there was a perfect pass, and it just wasn't quite perfect. So still only down 5. Got some momentum. We got to get our heads up, Blake, and we got to go find a way to get some points on the board.
Yes, we do. We're nearing the 4th quarter here, and it's crunch time. I mean, this is make it or break it. Are you going to play in the postseason or not? You're fighting for your life as the football team right now, and this is where young men are really made out on the football field.
And there's a lot of pressure on your skill players, your quarterback, receivers, your running back. But I got to tell you, everybody's got to have their head in the game because our last 2 possessions have been holding penalties that just hurt us. So everybody's got to play smart, self-disciplined football.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We cannot have penalties on offense.
Because you have drives that are being productive, and then when you're behind the chains, it's just hard to play catch-up.
We've been able to average 4, 5, 6 yards a play, but when it's first or second and 20 because of a holding call or something, we're going to struggle. And that's not a bash on our offensive line. Offensive line has been great tonight. Just inopportune penalties, but only down 5. 53 seconds left. Great game. We're still in this.
Special teams can sometimes be like a turnover if you can get a big return.
Jaden
Tanner looking for a gap. Not much there. Get out to about the 27-yard line.
Falls out. Looks like we were able to hop on it. That's one of those. Man, he stacked up there. I never heard the whistle, but.
Yeah, forward momentum was stopped. But they didn't put a striped jersey on me, so I just get to tell what's going on down on the field. You know, Hogue, we couldn't do any of this if it wasn't for Master Control Rick Fisher.
We like to give Rick a hard time. Like, it's one of my favorite pastimes.
It's your hobby, like listed on your Twitter account. Hobby, harassing Rick Fisher.
He's a good guy.
Sappington in motion. 2 receivers to the near side. Just going to hand off to
Big
Trimble.
Hole. Big hole. Still on his feet.
Knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. First down and about 10 more.
I know other teams have speed, and you can't coach speed, but I'm going to guess if there was a stat in the district, Aiden Trimble's leading the league in yards after contact. Got hit 4 or 5 times there and was actually never able to be brought to the ground. It was just the sideline that got him. Great job by the offensive line, and great job by him to have the vision to bounce that outside.
First down and 10. Ball's at the 45-yard line. They'll move Brody again to this side of the formation to see how the defense adjusts. Just going to hand it up the middle. Good gain, 5 yards. Second down and 5.
And I'm not sure if it's a result of us throwing it a little bit more, but they went to more of a 3-down lineman look where they've been 4-down linemen. So I don't know if they got a guy.
Mustang's going to play
out,
fast. Hand off again to Trimble. He'll come left. Going to knock a defender out of the way. I think he got across it. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, we definitely were able to catch them, Blake, before they were lined up. They had some linebackers looking around trying to get the call in. And
that's probably a result of what you're saying of they've changed up their defensive scheme a little bit, so I'm sure they've gone to something they're not quite as comfortable in.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. Mustangs move right to left. On this side, you have Braxton Moore, A.J. Streeter. There's not a receiver at this point set. But I think that's the end of the third. Gentlemen, we're going into the fourth quarter. The Pirates knocked off Grove earlier in the season. You got a chance. You're down by 5. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this. This is Mustang Football.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Mustangs. First down and 10. Ball at the 45-yard line. Handoff. Trimble. He's run hard all night long. Looks like no gain on the carry as they tried to move student body left.
Yeah, they did a good job of covering it. Like I said, we say it sometimes. They practice 2.
The ball actually came out on that play and rolled out of bounds.
I saw their sideline go. I couldn't see it, but their sideline definitely got a little worked up.
Yes, the ball came out, and we got lucky it went straight out of bounds.
And lost a yard as it bounced out of bounds. Ashton Wright came in for the Mustangs. A minute ago, the trainer was kind of getting him to stretch his legs, make sure he's loose. He's got some speed. Might have to utilize it. Handoff up the left side. Not much there. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Big time third down here. We're on the plus 45. Probably a situation here where if we can get sideline warning, what we got?
They're counting numbers, but we hadn't gone down into formation.
Yeah, we definitely have 12 on the field.
Boy, guys, we talked about it before this drive. There's what they call an illegal substitution. Too many men on the field.
We still have 12. Somebody's got to come out.
Is that a 10-yard penalty? What are we doing here?
I don't know. That's awful, though. So they're going to replay that. So we ran a play with 12.
Why is that?
Not a lot of argument right now, doesn't seem like. So definitely seems legit. But we do get second down back, looks like, Blake.
Yes, and I mean, it is unfortunate, but it's good that we don't lose it down.
We got somebody off. Looks like we got 11 now. So.
But I'm not going to argue about it, but the offense hadn't gone into formation. I mean, you can sub guys in and out, but.
Well, I think they're saying we ran that play with 12. I don't think they caught it till the end.
Joe being chased from behind.
Did he get a foot down?
Pass.
Nope, they're going to say no.
Not a bounds.
Number 5, Darian Dansby did a good job of pushing him out of bounds before he's able to get a foot down. Now it's 3rd and a mile.
Putting a lot of pressure on your defense.
Yeah, and nobody has a lot of plays for
3rd and forever. Yeah.
3rd and 26.
So they've got Braxton Moore on this side, Streeters on the far side.
Quite honestly, you can see us just run a streak with Braxton and maybe have as good a luck as anything right here.
JoJo might use some of his snap magic and see if he can get 5 out of him. They're going to bring pressure. Joe!
Just wasn't able to find it. Not a bad throw and led him to some open space, but just a little too far ahead.
Number 3 struggled on the last play for Bristow. He went down on this one, so now you've got an injured Pirate on the field. The Mustangs, I'm assuming, will get ready to punt.
Looks like a cramp.
Help him stretch that out. As the teams will go to their sidelines, we'll take a quick timeout. Be back with more.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on you. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you by the Release the Pressure Coalition and the Ad Council.
Charles Ware is the injured player for the Pirates. He's been stretching his leg. He'll walk out under his own power, but he's got a little bit of a gimp to him. Yeah, you never want to see a student athlete hurt.
And it's been a good, clean game on both sides. So, some scores again: Catoosa all over Cleveland, 30-6. Tuttle and Blanchard tied 13-13. That's a big time score. And Hilldale and Fort Gibson, a couple teams in the playoffs, just fighting for some seeding. Fort Gibson has come back and take the lead 32-28 over Hilldale. Poto 42, Broken Bow 9. So
Nate Morrow will do the punting duties this time.
They're going to put multiple guys back. So good punt.
Good punt.
We need a good Mustang bounce. Yes. Good job by Ty Cherry to get out of the way. We're going to get another 6, 8, 10 yards out of that.
Down to the 29-yard line. Game of interest in the Tulsa area. Number 1 Bigsby, 9-0.
How many are they scoring right now?
48.
That's low for them.
On top of the number 2 team in 6A2. This could very well be a precursor to the gold ball game for 6A2. Booker T. Washington 13, Bigsby 48. Bigsby will move up a class. They'll be playing with the big boys. We call them the bigs in 6A1. Not any big surprises in 6A1 there. Everybody's doing what they need to do and take care of business. I will say Owasso, and we talked about this in the pregame with TJ Eckert. Handoff up the middle, nothing there, dropping for a loss. Cash Henson on the carry. They're just going to say no gain, but Owasso been a little bit of a surprise. Kind of expected Owasso to reload and run the table, but they actually lost a game at home this season. I mean, Bill Blankenship's an incredible coach, good friend too, and he will take care of business once they get into the playoffs.
Yeah, he's very well respected, one of the best high school coaches, obviously in the state, but really in the nation. He's been successful everywhere he's went.
Jinx kind of on the rebound this year. Right now, I think they're in that number 1 spot in 6A1.
Yeah, they're winning right now 42-7. Oh.
Option out the right side.
Looked like we had it hemmed, and they're just able to pitch it out. We had the guy that took the quarterback, but we didn't have the guy to take the pitch guy.
Move the chains, 1st and 10 for the Pirates with 10:06 left to play in the fourth quarter. You kind of feel like your chance and your momentum you've had is just kind of slipping through your fingers. This is where where Mustang magic comes from. Your defense needs to get a turnover. The Pirates have turned it over twice tonight. You need to stop. They're going to get some yards, but somewhere in here you've got to keep them out of field goal range, keep them from adding to their point total, and turn the field and go back the other direction.
Yeah, even a field goal puts you down 8, which is just really one score and a 2-point, but puts you behind the 8 ball. Would really be some momentum to get a stop here one way or another, get the ball back.
Tall running back Cash Henson. When they carry, he'll pick up long 4. Stepping in for the Mustangs, number 36, Tyler Stovall.
Yep, stepping in. Giving Caden. Caden's gutted it out all day. We mentioned him in the pregame as a game-time decision, and he's still out here in the fourth quarter gutting it out.
Second down and 5. Quarterback's just going to keep it. Looks like he'll get the first down out of bounds, stop the clock. Move the chains, 1st down and 10 for the Pirates.
Yep, definitely starting to work. We've done a great job. I mentioned earlier that triangle in the middle. Colin and Gabe, which are both still out there, and whoever's been at that linebacker spot have done a good job of bottling up in the middle. So they're kind of just saying, hey, we're going to forget that right now. We're going to go outside with our speed and make some plays. So we're going to have to adjust to that.
1st down and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line, just across midfield for the Pirates.
9 minutes left.
Handed left, flag coming in.
Probably a hold as Colin Schrader gets off the running back there. Good job. Colin and Gabe have both stepped up their play as far as the number of plays they ran tonight. They're seeing a lot of action on both sides of the ball.
So this will put the Pirates behind the chains. They can feel a little bit of our pain.
Be 1st and 19. Yeah. Imperative, Blake, we find a way to get them off the field.
Yes, it's crucial at this point because if they go and score again, Mustang magic is real, but that makes we're going to need a lot more of it.
Yeah, and you got them 1st and 19. We got to find a way to just get 3 downs without giving up 19 yards. They're going to pass.
Streeter wants that one back. Man.
He might take that for 6 if he's able to pick that.
There was nothing between him and this sideline.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's a 1st to 3.
Great defense.
Now it's 2nd.
Keeps it out of their hands. 2nd down.
He's got to wash that play. Go make another one. He'll have another opportunity before the night's over to make a play, whether it's on offense or defense.
He was just kind of sitting right there. Quarterback never saw him. He cut on the ball. Pitch to this side.
Rocket toss. Good job by Brody setting the edge, and big Gabe Grazier washing down, and Gabe's had a heck of a senior year. I know I'm biased, but I can't see a way that he's not up for some postseason honors, not just within the district, but talking all state and continuing that tradition.
Looks like a gain of 3.
If you want to win the game, you got him on 3rd
and 16.
8-15. You got to get off the field right now.
Got to get off the field, put the ball in your offense's hands, take care of business. 3rd down, 16. 8:04. The clock is ticking. Overthrown. Pass intended on the left side to number 1, Antonio Givens. He's made some big plays for them tonight, but that'll be incomplete. Brings up 4th down and long, and the Pirates will swap some personnel. You can only assume a punt is coming your direction.
Did exactly what we needed to do. Got plenty of time. With 7:56, we need to field this ball, and then we got to go score, guys.
Yes, you said it. We need to field this football. AJ needs to catch this ball and not let it roll any deeper into our own territory than it has to be.
Yeah, you don't want to be pinned down behind your 10 or 15. Bringing a little bit of pressure. There's a flag.
Oh, did we jump offside? And not a great punt, but
Stop
it looks
there at
like
the 29.
I'm afraid we made it jumped off the edge. Be interesting to see. Yeah, they're asking them, so definitely on us.
False start.
Oh,
false start on them.
start.
Back them up. Somebody moved. And they've been guilty of that all night long. They've called it a couple of times. So he's trying to get Wagner's attention.
I think this is, if you take it, they got to re-kick it. Wagner might just be happy to take the ball at the 30, quite honestly. That wasn't a great punt.
Yeah. You know what you got. What's the old saying? A bird in the hand's better than 2 in the bushes. You know you got the ball.
Okay, so this is an opportunity where you can tack it on.
Okay.
So we tacked on 5 at the end of the play. And 65 yards, 7:48.
You're down by 5.
We need a Mustang drive here.
Play smart ball. No holding. No false starts. Trimble, left side, going to bounce out. Get about 5, maybe 6 on the carry.
That's more like it. They've been able to bottle him up a little bit better the second half, but that's what we need on first down. On drives we've had success. Our first play's been positive, 5-6 yards, and that's another example of it right there.
He can be explosive. He can break one. And you just keep pounding that ball. 2nd down and 4 is great. Great position. You're on rhythm. You're on tempo. Had him in the backfield. He'll get to the first down marker and out of bounds.
A great job. We talk about his power all the time, but he has great vision and he has a little shimmy to him there. He was able to kind of
make a guy miss. I mean,
give a little dance, there
break
in the
out of a
hole
tackle.
and get a first down instead of losing yards. And so
we've talked about it all night long. That first down of a drive is so important to just establish your rhythm, establish your momentum on this possession.
Absolutely. 7:15 left. We're down 5, 14-19. Been a great game here tonight.
Sappington move the other side. Their defensive line will shift. Hand off again up to Trimble. Nothing there. Bring him down. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Yeah, Alex Winter, number 18 for them. Definitely one of their playmakers off the edge there. Beating his man and getting in there for the tackle. But 2 yards, that's okay.
6:57 as the clock continues to tick. Ashton Wright will come in. Him and Brody trade back and forth. It depends on if the Mustangs want a big formation or they want receivers on the field. So you've got Braxton and AJ to the far side. Ashton Wright to this side. He'll now go in motion. Just going to hand it to him. Got the corner. Got a gap. Knocked out of bounds. He'll pick up the first down at 10.
That's a good job, not just by the line, but also by the receivers blocking out wide. He's had some success and able to use his speed to the perimeter tonight, and that's been a good play for us tonight.
Ball spotted down, 43-yard line. Mustangs move the chains, 1st and 10 with 6:36 left to play. You're down by 5.
And we're okay, Blake, with the clock running, but quite honestly, at this point, everything's 4-down territory.
Yes, it is.
Hand off to Trimble, left side. Going to pick up about 4.
Another good positive play. What a great game this has been. You look on both sides of the ball. A couple of teams that have played really hard. Be some tired kids in Oologah tonight, and a tired bus ride to Bristow. Just a great high school football game tonight, no matter who wins.
Talked about it in our pregame show of what transpired at Grove last week. They actually, basically at the end of the game, gave it to Wagner thinking they would win district on points because of a 3-way tie. JoJo under some pressure, going to cut back.
Gotta get rid of it, Joe.
He'll lose 4.
And really, that's not as bad as it could have been.
No.
When you roll out like that to your right, all of your linemen are keeping everybody to the left. So when you turn around, then there's a likelihood of you get met really hard.
And you guys know the rules better, more on the intentional grounding, too. As a quarterback, you can't chunk it sometimes.
No, it's got to be in the vicinity of someone.
So when you lose sight of where your receivers are, he was fighting for his life. 3rd down, 10. Postseason is on the line.
They had 3 guys that just in the backfield, unfortunately. And there's still time left. We're at 5:07, but definitely going to go for this. And that's where that negative play is huge. Actually, no, we're going to punt it. Pin them deep. We got all 3 timeouts.
I think there's plenty of time on the clock for this punt, especially we get a good punt and we do pin them deep.
Yeah, they're not going to put anybody back right here. It looks like they're going to play for the fake.
Yeah. You're asking your defense to do what they've done for you all season. Great punt.
Get a bounce.
Going to go out of bounds about the 22-yard line. So you need your defense to step up, get a stop. Last possession, Streeter had a chance to intercept it. You need some Mustang magic tonight. Cleveland's not going to help you. Catoosa's going to go ahead and win that game. If you're going to see postseason play, you've got 5 minutes and 1 second to figure out a way to win a ball game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I'd be shocked to see them put the ball in the air, just the success they've had on the ground, but the lack of success really in the passing game. So we're going to have to really bow up here, and big first down play here.
Mustang fans, don't go anywhere. Broadcast will go a little bit longer tonight. Our Stallion Battalion Glow Show. They turn the stadium lights off, and all the band kids have glow lights. We had to order some on Amazon, some battery-powered Christmas lights. So it's kind of fun. And
several boxes of those came in the office the other day.
It doesn't show up the greatest on a YouTube's, but it's still fun. And we're going to broadcast it. So 2nd down and 8. He picked up 2.
Good start to the drive for the defense. Critical 2nd down. Love to see them in 3rd and long.
2 receivers to the far side.
Got to flank it out. They're going to go wide.
Mustangs with 4 down linemen.
Yeah, they're going to get out wide.
There's a hold right there. Yeah, there you go. That's going to back them up. Man, you just can't sling the defender. That'll be on Antonio Givens. We've called his name a lot tonight.
Good job by some young Mustangs there.
Yeah.
Gavin Salt, Stovall, making some plays. Gavin did a good job. We talked about it all season on that outside. When you're responsible for the outside, you got to force them on your inside shoulder, and he did just that. And also picked up the holding. That's going to be a big hold. 10 yards from the spot, but we'll definitely take it.
I don't know that either team tonight, once they've had a holding penalty, has been able to convert that into a first down.
You might be right. It's been definitely Achilles heel of both teams.
I don't think either team has been able to dig out of a 2nd and long or 3rd and long. I think all the first downs have come for the most part between the chains.
They're going to wind the clock now.
4:13 and counting. Mustangs need a stop at 2nd down and 15. Postseason on the line.
Got to make sure that they don't get out wide to the top of the field. Oh, wrong way. Got to get him on the ground.
Joe's got a chance to knock him down. He does. He'll pick up a few, brings up 3rd down, and looks like 7.
Season's on the line right here. 3rd and 7. We're going to use a timeout. 3:51. We're going to talk about it. And you definitely see that they're going to kind of go strong to the short side of the field and try to use their speed. I would be shocked if they didn't do it again to get to the wide side. I wouldn't be shocked if they just flipped the script and came towards the screen right here.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Be back with more.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. Cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Show the world that you're tougher than tough.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Kevin, I think you said it early in the ball game that Bristow is not a team that likes a 3rd and long situation. They're very effective with their run game. They've got guys stunt and slant going everywhere in the backfield. They don't want to be in a third down and passing situation. It's curious, what's Bristow going to come out with? Are they going to try to throw the ball? They have a couple of times.
I think you're going to see them do the exact same formation they just did, except they're going to flip it. So
yeah, they're going to try.
We're going to have to make a play that's going to come towards the camera. They're going to try to get out wide, and worst case, make us burn another timeout. So we got to be disciplined here, and we got to get them to the ground.
Third down and 7, and we jumped. It's encroachment. Yep, gives them 5 yards. So makes it 3rd down and 2. Very manageable.
So you mentioned it, BK. You said, in 3rd down and 7, it kind of plays in our favor. 3rd down and 2, this plays a lot more in the favor of their offense.
Yeah, this is probably a give right up the middle for them. No, they're going to pitch it out wide, and
he's got it.
Pick it up and more. Got him out of bounds, though.
Joe Griswold a part of that, along with Brody Sappington. Trimble gets up. Kind of got a stinger, 1st and 10 from midfield for the Pirates.
Penalties have been our Achilles heel tonight, 100%, whether it's on offense or defense, and that was huge. Huge type penalty there. Now the clock becomes a major factor. 3:43. We only have 2 timeouts. They've kind of flipped the field, so even if we force a punt here, we're going to have to go a long way. Got to take some Mustang magic now.
There's 4 quarters to a ball game, but, man, you can put your finger on 2 penalties that just flat robs your momentum of where you were.
Yeah, they're just going wide side over
Givens
and over.
to the right side.
Big time hit there. Looked like A.J. Streeter.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Maybe Caden Smith. Yeah, Caden Smith on the hit there.
Basketball season just about underway. Some scrimmages going on. Excited to.
Had a first swim meet Thursday.
Yeah, that's right. So it's time for some of the winter sports to get fired up. Junior high wrestling. I think they've got a tournament coming up.
3-time individual state champ. Mia getting fired back up. We'll get
Quarterback just going to keep it. Oh. Man, he made a guy miss.
Going to be short.
3rd down and 2 coming up.
I think you're going to see Wagner save his timeouts with it being 3rd and 2. Honestly, wouldn't be shocked to see him go for it if we somehow were able to bow up here and keep it 3rd and 2 and make it go 4th and 2. They're probably going to like their chances. So pivotal here for the defensive line. We got to rise up. Crowd's getting to their feet, chanting defense, and we got to find a way to make a play.
3rd down and 2 with 2:30 and counting. The Mustangs need a stop. You need some Mustang magic to get you out of a bind. Handoff up
Pitch.
the. No. Oh. Man, he's done that all night long.
He's loose.
He's gone. Oh.
I think he's going to get him on taunting.
Yeah.
He ran in, he turned around and pointed. You can't do that. And
well, he was pointing at the 15, so I think they let him do it once. But he's one of their big time playmakers.
Take it off the board.
I don't think they take it off.
College they did. Iowa State gave up a touchdown a couple of weeks ago for taunting. They're going to talk it over. So dead ball, personal foul on them. Touchdown's good. Okay.
We'll take it on the kick, I think.
Yeah. Boy, now you're down by 11. A couple of weeks ago, we had an official that had a microphone, and that's kind of nice.
So I think Coach Wagner's wanting to take it
off here
now. So we're down 11. So that's a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal to make this a little bit harder. Where if they convert this, Blake, it's 2 touchdowns you got to get to win.
Right, and here's the thing: if we score a touchdown and miss the 2-point conversion, then we can still score a touchdown and be in it.
Yeah, I
and
think
go
this
top.
Is definitely a smart play here. So
yes, it is.
He's missed a couple times tonight from about this distance.
Come on, Gabe.
Kick down on the way, and it's good.
Drilled it.
Guys, I think you tell the story of the one that got away.
Yeah, still got some fight left in us. Big chunk plays tonight out of the passing game. We've only had a couple, and when we've been able to surprise them. Definitely behind the 8 ball here a little bit, but really proud of our coaching staff, really proud of our kids for the fight that they've given up. Bristow's only lost 1 game. You think the last time we were home playing Wagner, that game got out of hand quick. They beat Wagner, and we've been up and in this game the whole time. So proud of them. Just a couple of plays here or there, whether it's a penalty or a missed tackle, and you saw it there. We missed the tackle out wide, and he was able to cut it back.
You know, you've built on some things this season.
Yeah, you've seen that. You've seen the improvement over the year. And I think if you look back, if you think Grove, Wagner, here, it's been the cutback, which is really just the difference in the speed and athleticism out on the edge. We have guys there, just, for whatever reason this year.
And I know the coaches are excited about the younger kids that are in that freshman, sophomore classes that are coming up. But you've got some big shoes to fill, too. You got some seniors on your roster. One, we call his name both ways. Gabe Grazer, just been a great leader for this team. Gabe's going to play on Saturday somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
Street, try to make something happen, get it out to the 15-yard line with 2:08. The Mustangs will get the ball, first down and 10. Connor Lynham, a senior. Brody Sappington, a senior. Riley Robinson, a senior. Jackson Llewellyn, a senior.
Yeah, we're going to have the biggest holes to fill.
Caden Smith, a senior.
Will be on that offensive line, in that box, so to speak, whether it's offensive line, H-back, linebacker,
Max
obviously
Hale,
running
Ty
back.
Stevens. Blake Oliphant didn't get to see him this season due to a car accident that was before the season. Actually, really even got started. Mustangs, Braxton Moore.
Get out of bounds.
You can hear Coach Salt on the sidelines trying to.
And some good news with Blake. He got his neck brace off today.
Yes, yeah.
And today was the first day he drove since his accident.
Wow.
So really just a blessing to have him, and he's a fun kid to be around.
Got a little sister. She's a cheerleader, and in the band, Miss Hannah, she kind of keeps me updated on Blake's, how his progress is
And they were really looking forward to him, whether it was on the edge with the corner or wide receiver. He's got some speed, and he's a big kid, but he's a big-time soccer player, so I know he's really working and hoping for no setbacks. He's a big-time goalie and also a big-time scorer.
Yeah, I'm talking to Mom the other day, and he may try to walk on kick next year.
Okay.
Doesn't really have a senior year film to show, but the coaches tell these kids, if you want to go play football next year, you can go play somewhere.
Absolutely.
There's somebody that you can go play at some level, and so I think Blake may want to give that a shot next year. Good kid, and just really hope the best for him. We've got a Bristow Pirate down with $1:52 left to play in the ball game, and the Mustangs are in a hole. Mustang Magic's a thing, but I don't know that it's that big of a thing.
We've seen it, been a part of it several times. This would be a monster task, and really what it's going to take probably most likely is a broken tackle, maybe a broken play where we can squeak one out, and then obviously with no timeouts, you got to get an onside kick. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I think you have 2 timeouts.
Blake, I think we're out. I think we've burned them all.
Are we out? Scoreboard
maybe we have 1. Do we have 2?
I think we do have 2. I think we only took that 1 when they were in 3rd and 7.
I guess they did score from midfield.
I think there's just been a lot of injuries. So
yeah, like this is a freebie here.
And he's just gonna.
And we saw him on defense earlier. I think it's a cramp issue. I hope for him, for his sake, and them going into the playoffs. He's a big time player for them.
Darian Dansby, we've called his name several times tonight. He's determined. I'm gonna get off by myself, Coach.
Yeah, he told a couple of his teammates, "I got this."
Season has had some bounces, not go necessarily the way you wanted to. District realigns next year. We'll say goodbye to Bristow tonight when we shake their hands and say next time we see you guys, it'll be in the playoffs. 2nd down, 15. Joe back to pass. Found Streeter. Brought down. Good gain on the play. Gain about 11.
Good chunk play. Got to get up and go quick and do it again.
Bring up 3rd down and long 4 for the Mustangs. $1:29. Clock continues to tick away. Joe just going to keep it. Going to get the first down. Going to get out of bounds, which will pick up yardage and stop the clock. He's out of bounds at the 40.
That's a good play. You know, in these situations, you talk to some big time like the Brett Favres of the world, and they just say, just keep moving the chains. Just keep moving the chains. It'll take care of itself. And so that was a very good decision. They were kind of in some man coverage, running them off deep, and he just tucked it. Got a big chunk play, got out of bounds. And
there's not a 16-point play in football. So you just keep moving the chains.
Again, they're playing almost prevent.
Streeter on the outside. First down 10. Ball out of bounds. Stop the clock at 1:14 left to play. The end of the broadcast, we will actually carry the Stallion Battalion. They're all dressed up down there with their blinky lights and lightsabers and Christmas lights. They will do their glow show in just a little bit. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but still worth showing. Joe back to pass. Going to get a gap. Nothing there. Actually, he'll lose a yard.
We're going to burn one here. You almost have to when you take a sack.
Absolutely. Quick timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
These are the sounds of a dinner. A dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
1:02 left to play. The Mustangs trail by 16. Got the ball, driving left to right. Joe under pressure, just going to dump it off to Trimble. He's going to get the first down. Going to get the corner. He's down to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Stampede, touchdown.
Haven't seen that played much this year, that middle screen. And a little bit of life in Mustang Stadium. Obviously, it's a 6-point game. Would like to go ahead and to get this. 1 or 2, doesn't matter. It's going to all come down to the dreaded onside kick.
Dreaded onside kick, but you give yourself a chance to live another day. Jackson Burchett, sophomore, he's on to do the kicking duties.
And again, he's done it. He's done a tremendous job. I'll be honest. Preseason, he was our 3rd kicker, so he's done a good job.
Ball down on the way. It's up.
Drilled another one.
And it's good.
All right, so
you're back to 5.
I got goosebumps, guys. Blake,
that's because you're cold.
I'm not cold. I am not cold. There's plenty of time. If you get the onside kick, the pressure is on them, and we still have a timeout.
Yeah, so if you get when we get the onside kick here.
I like how you said that. Win.
Well, I think we're gonna have coached up. I mean, we've got guys, and this is one of those moments where you're gonna probably play the hardest you've ever played in your football career. And once we get this onside kick, we've just got to slow down and take our time and make smart decisions with the football and go and score. We don't need to get it all in one play. We just got to march down the field just like we did right there and go score.
21-26. And I can't help but think, they played Wagner 3-4 weeks ago, 3-0. We've been able to score 21, move the ball. And really, I've got some texts from some Mustang faithful, and, man, just the penalties tonight. But still got a chance. And it's going to come down to this. And anything can happen with an onside. It'd be interesting to see. And really, you can practice and practice and practice and practice. You just got to get a lucky bounce. It's just got to bounce up in the air about the 10-yard line, and then you just got to go like your life depended on it.
So I've got my fingers crossed, lucky socks on, pinky toes crossed. You need a little Mustang magic.
You even got the crowd with a little Mustang magic chant. We started off the morning at Morning Pep with a Mustang Magic cheer, and it would only be fitting.
And you've got A.J. Streeter, kind of your target on this side. Of course, they've got guys stacked to this side as well. Jackson's going to.
Got to hop up. Oh.
It went 10 yards, and they fell on it. Number 10, John Montgomery.
There's no secret to getting that ball to pop up. You just got to hit it, and it's just got to catch a tip and pop up, and that's going to seal it.
Correction, Chandler Fortney will recover the kick for the Pirates and seal their fate more than likely. You got one timeout, so you really can't stop much. I think they can go into victory.
Yeah, I think you'll see him just take a knee. We'll probably take a timeout, make him do it twice, but love the grit and determination tonight by the Mustangs, by the coaching staff. Got them fired up. You're talking about a team that came in here 8-1, and we played them as good as anybody tonight. And I think it says a lot about our team. It says a lot about our coaching staff to get fired up and get going on this game. And just going to come a play or two short, probably. But really, we all want to win. But really proud of their fight. It didn't have to go this way, I promise you. I'm looking at some scores, and there's a lot of lopsided scores tonight in every class because you got teams playing for stuff and you got teams that aren't playing for stuff. And really proud of them, and definitely wish we were headed to Poto next week, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
Tusa will get that road trip next week.
They're going to have to do it one more time. Barely. Nope, they just reset it late, and it's below, so they're not even going to have to snap. Definitely love our team, love our coaching staff, though. Appreciate you guys. It's been a really fun year. Hate that it's going to come to an end, but really proud of those seniors. They did a great job. And great game this week.
Every year is our broadcast. I go back to our first year we started this, and we were just getting started. But, man, I tell you, Rick Fisher has just made some incredible improvements with our graphics and what we're able to do this year. It's actually been nice. We've been in a broadcast booth at every game. Sometimes we're out in the cold elements, and I've got a nose running when it's 40 degrees outside, and so it's been really good. Blake, it's been an honor. Been really fun. You've brought a great perspective, being you were on that sideline as a player last year, played under Coach Wagner. You know what they're thinking. You've really brought some great perspective, so it's been a lot of fun to have you on the sideline as well.
Thank you. I've had a great time with you guys, and looking forward to next season. For sure.
Well, we're hoping that here in just a moment we can talk to Coach Wagner if he will give you a minute. Love to talk. One of the things that I love about the end of the football game, regardless how it goes, the football players all rally over in front of the band with the cheerleaders and the student section. They sing the school fight song together. Building culture. Building culture is what the Mustangs are really on a trajectory to do. You lose some big guys. You got some guys on your roster that you can replace. You're going to have to work hard. You got some young guys, some young athletes coming up that are they got some promise. And so I think this coaching staff and this season probably didn't go the way they wanted, but they're excited about the future and excited about the next few years to come. We're not going anywhere for a little bit because here in just a little bit, the Stallion Battalion is going to march their show in dark with glow sticks on themselves. They call it the Glow Show. Their show called Postcards from Spain. It's kind of a lot of fun. Blake's watching. Hopefully he can catch Wagner here in just a second with that. So
Glow Show's a fun tradition that I got to experience 5 years ago and every year since. And I know the band really looks forward to it. They have a lot of fun with it. The crowd has a lot of fun with it. So we let some people leave that want to leave, and then we hit the lights, and it gets real dark real fast.
My wife, as she's coming in, I stuck a flashlight out. I said, stick that in your pocket.
Definitely.
Because when you come in around here, there's some safety lights going on, but, we're used to being under the big stadium lights here for, several hours, and it gets dark up in this house. But it is fun. And so appreciate John and Dave for what they've done. They've had an incredible marching season. And just really – some things bounced the right way for them. They went to OBA and were able to make finals for the first time, and if ever. So a great season for them. They scored ones in OSSAA marching competition, which sets the table for what could be a sweepstakes year. And with Dave Smith as our jazz instructor, they're hoping for a super sweepstakes or sweepstakes with an accent award on that. And so excited to follow them and what they have. FFA doing some great things. Basketball's just on the horizon. Wrestling's on the horizon. We got some young wrestlers that are going to make some noise. Some of them are akin to our sideline reporter down there. And so a lot of these guys will check in equipment on Monday and move on to their next sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the highlights for me last year, seeing Big Gabe Grazier as a junior make it all the way to the state title wrestling match. And last year was a little bit different with COVID. It wasn't 2 days. It was all on one day. So we started early there about 9 o'clock in the morning, and he didn't wrestle till about 10:30. And wrestled a really close match. I think it was something like 4-0. But that kid that beat him was a 3-time state champion.
Oh, wow.
So some big-time expectations, I'm sure, for Gabe. This one's going to hurt him for a while. I know him. We had a conversation today. But big things ahead for him.
Always emotional game for these seniors because for these guys, it's the last time tonight that they'll play under the lights at home, and there's just something special about playing on your home field. Blake, you did that last year as well. You played on this field, and when you walk off for the last time, it kind of hits you like, whoa. Obviously, kids are excited about their next chapter. Some of them going on to play at the next level. Some of them going on to college or pursue their career. But there's just something about the last Friday night was folding laundry the other day and put a movie on. I put Rudy on.
Yeah.
Classic movie about, Rudy Rudiger that goes to Notre Dame as a walk-on and just his story to get there. And the movie starts with his last high school senior football practice and just the emotion. I mean, they did a great job of catching that emotion. A lot of these kids have that emotion tonight as well. Very emotional moment for them. You can see Coach Wagner on the sideline as he's giving it to his guys, patting them on the head, tell them, hey, chins up. We've got a lot to live for here as Mustangs.
Absolutely. Building life lessons, and you hit the nail on the head. I remember, I'm sure Blake does, whether it was golf for me and basketball and football and ag. I remember my last thing I did in high school. Definitely a vivid memory. There's a Brad Paisley song, Last Time for Everything. It always gets me in the feels because there's a last time for everything, and you just hope that they got to soak it up and enjoy it as much as you can. And like I said, love our coaching staff and love our team and our community, and it's just fun to be a part of it and get to support them.
A lot of hugs down there. Players are hugging coaches, players hugging each other. You'll see them just outside the gate here in just a little bit. Some mom and dads there to cheer them on. Tough night for the Mustangs, tough season. It just didn't really – I think there was a lot of anticipation. I remember early on when we watched these guys in scrimmages in the first couple of games, really Claremore, man, was just a prolific game. Like, I'm thinking playoffs, baby, where are we going? And just a couple of games got away from you. The one that just – you still think about is Catoosa, man. That was just a game that kind of slipped through your fingers. And so for these seniors, it didn't go the way they wanted, but they're still going to carry their heads high. Mustang tradition, win or lose, man. Still walk with character. Blake, you got Coach Wagner headed your way. I'll throw it to you, buddy.
Coach, we're proud of you guys. We're proud of the boys. What'd you say to them?
I just said that's really the team we really thought we could have all year. We don't have a lot of margin for error. We saw that in the second half. I just told them we've battled playing with a great deal of passion and energy this year. I mean, everybody knows that. We've had these lapses. We're not sure where they come from. And the way we played tonight, that's the way Oologah football should be played. And there's no moral victories here. There's a high bar. We expect to win. But when I say that's how Oologah football should be played, I'm talking about being prepared, effort, doing your assignment, having a great deal of passion, and playing with love for the guy next to you. And I thought our guys did that tonight. We had some mistakes. The 3 drives in the second half, back to back, where we went to 1st and 20 or 25. We're not that kind of offense. I mean, we're not built that way. We felt like we had a plan, and then when we got off schedule, it made it difficult. But I thought our kids fought their guts out. We love them. Proud to be their coach.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud of you guys. We appreciate all you do.
Yep.
Dude, I love that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he perfectly talked about who we are as Mustangs, what the expectation is, and I think and he's exactly right. Tonight, how the Mustangs played in moments was how we expected them to play all season long.
Yeah, and I think we've seen that gradual kind of improvement all year. Kids like Joseph Griswold getting their first year under the belt, had a great night tonight, had some great moments all season. And just a great game. Obviously didn't come out the way we want, but like I said, no one's more of a Mustang than Coach Wagner. I remember interviewing him and getting goosebumps just hearing him talking about what this job would mean to him, and I know what it means to him. And he does a great job in the classroom, and he does a great job out here, and I'm glad he's our coach as well. Guys, I did some quick figuring. So if you think about we played 4 teams: Claremore, Wagner, Grove, and Bristow. Those 4 teams only have 3 losses. on the entire season. Oh, wait,
Collinsville,
I'm sorry, 4
Collinsville,
losses.
Collinsville, Wagner, Bristow.
Yeah, what I said?
Right, you say Claremore, but
Collinsville.
Right.
If you throw Hildo in the mix, they only have 2 losses. It's some big-time opponents that we play in the non-district play and district play. Obviously, we'll see a little switch next year. We're losing Grove and Bristow, 2 of the top 3 teams in the district. And we'll get Cushing, who's not – they're going to be a title contender next year and are a title contender this year. But I definitely think we're going to have to find some linemen. We're losing a lot of linemen. But I think we have some speed and some more depth and some playmakers looking ahead in the future.
I would contend that 4A3, that's our district, I think it's the best district in the state. Now, you've got Wagner at the top of that district year in, year out, year in, was carrying that load.
Yeah.
Wagner just keeps finding themselves in that gold ball game. Wasn't but a handful of years ago we found ourselves there 3 times in a row facing Wagner. And 4A3, baby, you got to mind your P's and Q's. You got to come ready to play football because there are some great programs, legacy programs, and we're in that. That's what Oologah football is. And you're just in a little bit of a downside. You've been through some coaching transition. We're a 3rd coach in 5 years, and so you just got to build culture. I think Coach Wagner's got the right heart, right spirit. And, his assistant coaches, I think he's got a great team around him, got some new pieces at the table this season. I think the future is bright for Mustang football, and I'm really excited about what next season holds.
Absolutely. I'm sure Coach Wagner might take tomorrow to sleep in, but he'll be back at it. And he'll be looking forward to next year and talking about spring ball and camps and all those things and getting everybody excited. And, for me, I'm going to have a freshman next year, and obviously freshmen you just don't get a lot of playing time, but he'll be a part of it, get to wear the gold helmet. And he's already looking forward to that and talking about what the gold helmet means to him. It should be a lot of fun. And if you look back at our history, we don't stay down long. We trend up. And when you talk about 4A3, there were 2 of those 3 years where we made the finals, where 3 of the 4 teams were from our district. Yeah. 3 of the 4 semifinal teams were from our district, and that's kind of unheard of. And wouldn't be shocked to see it again this year.
Blake, I'm going to give you a shot at your final thoughts before we wrap it up, because any minute the lights are going to go out. And when that happens, we're going to let the field mic take over and you can hear the Stallion Battalion. But, Blake, your final thoughts on the season and moving forward.
I think you guys have hit it. Our future's bright. Our coaching staff did a great job this year to coach our guys up, and you really saw what they were made of here. They were playing their hearts out, and it's good to see them go out in that aspect. They were having fun, and they just played as hard as they could play and gave it their all. And Bristow's a great team. And I think just our future's bright. Our young guys coming up are going to have a big opportunity to be in big games and win big games in the upcoming seasons, and I'm just really excited to watch it.
You got a couple of brothers that are on those rosters. One has seen significant playing time.
Yeah, Gavin I'm really excited about. Garrett I am too. I'm more excited about Garrett in the wrestling room. You guys alluded to that. I'm really excited for them to make some noise. They have the potential, to go and win a state title or be a state placer this year as freshmen, and that's a really big deal in any sport.
And you've watched their grade. There's some guys on their rosters.
Yes, there is, and let's get to the Glow Show.
Let's get to the Glow Show. Absolutely.
We just hit our light too. Could it be more perfect? There's not I can't see a star or a moon, so it is Glow Show for
Gentlemen,
real.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please grab your boarding pass and make your way to the gate for Stallion Battalion Airlines, flight number 2021. Our destination, Spain.
and the postcards from Spain.
So we don't have to go photo next week.